Recently, IGRA organized roundtable conference on agri-tech at USI Shankar Vihar, New Delhi. This event saw participation from various stakeholders, including scientists, farmers, and industry experts, who hailed the initiative by Indian Association for Food and Agriculture Technology Development. Have a look on the highlights.
Authority of India, Shri Dinesh Tripathi and Shri Shyam Kumar from Food Corporation of India, and Dr. Radhesham Dixit, Director Society for Sustainable Development. I welcome all of you and request Shri Rajkumar Sharma ji to please deliver introductory remark.
Can you hear me? Sure. Yeah. Very good morning to all of you. Thanks for coming. We are calling it Startups Ka Mahakumbh, so many activities are going on here, and you can actually join almost all the activities. Primarily, not many sessions are going on. This is very okay. So IFED is one of the organization is being created by AICRA. The concept is in agriculture. What we have done, like we have a very traditional sort of approach. And yesterday only I just came to know, even in one of the meeting from Republic TV, like government is planning to reach $10 trillion economy, and that can happen only with the help of technology. And the technology will be involved in almost every sector, especially agriculture, which contributes almost 40% of our economy. Then only we can reach to that level. That is my personal belief, right? So how this thing will happen? We have a strong base of 3,000 members, technology companies, startups and all. If they engage themselves in this sector, certainly something good will happen. So we created this association. There are so many associations that are also doing wonderful job. But I believe now this is the need when agriculture and technology comes together and discuss and make some agenda to reach to certain goals. So that is how the concept came in our mind, and we set up this IFED. And today we are having first roundtable discussion wherein people from government, almost all major departments, concerned departments and industry, CXOs are here. We can discuss and understand the challenges and decide action points. It's not going to be kind of a keynote session or a seminar sort of thing. It's an engagement activity. You can raise your concern, you can ask questions, you can suggest anything. Everyone sitting in this hall should be participating. Then only the purpose of this meeting will be served. So this is one part. Apart from this, in this IFED, we're going to launch two projects. Yesterday I have announced, today I'll give you some brief about it. One project is, we're going to adopt 5 villages. I think you must have heard lot many organizations have already made smart villages. Different thought process are there. I'll tell you what is our thought process of smart villages. When I say smart village, the ultimate objective should be how we can upgrade the life of a villager. It can be a farmer or anybody using technologies. I'm saying very remote village, where people don't have access even. Can we create them in a smart village, and can we create a role model so that others can also be influenced, and we can roll it out across the area. So 5 villages will be adopting, and we need suggestions from all of you. First, it should be a different part of the country, east, west, north, south and central, so that everybody should be able to have first level of access. Second, the concept is, as I said, we have lots of members. Yesterday also when I announced, not many startups, technology startups came and approached me. They wish to be part of that mission. So the idea is, any company, they have solution for that village, any kind of solution. Suppose storage is a solution, logistics is a solution, any kind of a solution, soil testing, or how we can utilize technology in any, like productivity can be improved. So any kind of technology, they can come and place their product and services there, showcase. For them also, it can be a very big marketing opportunity, because all state government people, all people will be traveling and having the experience of smart village. So they will get direct business is also involved for them. And obviously we would be working some revenue model with them as well. And that is how that smart village will be created, and we'll define certain timeline and then after we will see what is the response, what can be done. And in today's meeting, I would be seeking points from your side when we talk about smart ways. What all solutions we should be planning at first level? See, one day I think Rome is not built in a day. First level, what all technology we should be implementing at first level, and then second level. That is how in a year's time, probably in a year time, we can reach to that level, and then we can showcase to the entire world, right? So that submission will be required in today's discussion, and obviously the selection of the villages. So this is one project we are going to start from today onwards. And second project is urban farming. Slowly and steady, because we'll take one particular location. First one we are preparing in Gurgaon, make a role model. One large building in big society, when large balconies, terraces are available, how we can help them, and we can engage all our agricultural institutions, students who actually looking for a job, not getting good placement. They can get two opportunities. One, they can become an entrepreneur because they probably can educate. See, there's an insight like my personal belief, like just grouping something like अगर हम एक छोटा सा पौधा उगाते gives you a feeling like growing a child. Because in my home also I have very small lawn wherein I do something, some this kind of activity. So that gives you very different kind of feeling. So those household ladies might be having interested to do something on their own. They will be engaged. They are not tech savvy, so that technical solution can be provided. Because when we say urban farming, IoT, AI, or other technologies can be involved, right? Monitoring, all those aspects are there. So one, we can educate them. That can be a one opportunity for those students. They can go and teach them. And if somebody is having interest to have this fresh vegetable from their balcony, but they don't have time, so that contract can also be given to the students, right? Supply of those materials, solutions, everything can be done. So we can create a complete whole system wherein we are creating a job. So first one, we will create one example. If that is successful, that again will be rolled out. And so these two projects we will be initiating through IFET. And rest all today I expect all of you will be engaged, giving us more suggestion, because it is not one side. We call it round table. Unfortunately, we are not having the same location of Vigyan Bhavan. It was planned to have round table. We are sitting a different way, but it is again a round table session. So each and everybody should be participating and give us a suggestion, inputs, and not limiting to this meeting. After this also, we need to have regular engagement. It should not be a seminar sort of thing. I would say we would be having weekly, fortnightly, monthly engagement, either on Zoom meetings or any other way. Then only we can make it like we can be a global leader. If we say Vishwa Guru, then only it is possible when every citizen of India thinks in the same direction. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to start a small video on what I read to the initiative.
Indian Association of Food and Agriculture Technology Development, IFAD, is a non-governmental and non-profit organization that aims to promote Indian industry's competitiveness, growth in agriculture sector. It is committed to advancing the food and agriculture sector in India through innovation and technology. IFAD works to identify and address the challenges faced by the food and agriculture sector and to promote sustainable development and growth. IFAD key expertise through services, IFAD research and network, IFAD industry and technology promotion. To promote the Indian industry competitiveness, the agriculture vertical of IFAD harnessing through research and development, networking and collaboration, industry insight, expertise and experience. IFAD provides opportunities to plug several pain points that exist and to leverage technology in India's agriculture sector. IFAD, an association to boost the real tradition and real trend of India to shine in the global market by driving the next generation towards agri and food revolution globally.
Thank you for watching. While India is an agrarian economy with half population engaged in agri activities, there are some challenges the sector is facing for a long time, like unsustainable practices, lack of technology penetration, limited market access, etc. Recent years have seen the agri-industry evolve and grow due to digitization, awareness, and above all, agri-tech platform and government increased focus on this sector. Agriculture and agri-tech witness several trends. Some become norms, adopted as practice, and some are like passing clouds. Currently, Indian agriculture contributes 17% in GDP with a market value of approximately $500 billion USD due to increased focus of government and agri-tech constant innovation, which is though slow in terms of technology adoption and digitization as compared to other sectors. Today, India has more than 800 startups apart from blockchain, artificial intelligence, IoT, agri-robotics, and drone are now tested and required in certain areas of farming. These technologies will shape the food ecosystem and drive agribusiness growth. I will now request Dr. Ganesh Sharma to say a few words on this.
From here? Okay. Very good morning, and thanks to Rajkumar sir that he has indicated not audible. Yes, ma'am.
Is it audible?
Hello. Yes. Good morning to all of you. It's okay. Okay. So this All India Council for Robotics and Automation and IFET, this new kind of we can say subset of ICA, we can say. This I come to know today that this organization is growing now. This association is taking lead in agriculture and other sectors also. And they are planning to take up some villages as a model startups, we can say, model villages also. So before going ahead with my views on this startups, agri startups, especially my area of work, I basically work in organic and natural farming sector, and my center is looking after the work of organic and natural farming, promoting it in a big way in our country. And organic farming has a lot of potential, and since 1980s our country has witnessed the growth in organic farming in a big way. Like from 40,000 hectares, if we start in a formal way, certified organic farming after 2000, we have reached up to now about 5 million hectare area. So it's a big sector where a lot of scopes are there for innovations and startups, we can say. Still a lot need to be explored in this sector. And then come now, we have seen that Honorable Prime Minister of India, he has been always requesting the countrymen to take up chemical-free farming in a big way. And now natural farming is also coming out, and government has set up a target of reaching out to 1 crore, we can say, farmers over a period of next 2 to 3 years. And scaling it up to next even maybe 5 or 10 crores over a period of time in a phased manner. So this national now government has named a mission, that is Mission Natural Farming, National Mission for Natural Farming. So this is being implemented by Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture, and National Center for Organic and Natural Farming is a training partner in this venture. And this Manage is also taking up the agriculture extension work, and again a training partner for taking up large-scale trainings right from the farmer level to the champion farmers up to the master trainers, we can say. And these trainings are going on because first and foremost step for taking up organic and natural farming in a big way in a country in a proper way is that the farmers and stakeholders, they need to understand the complete ecosystem, not only the techniques and technologies available in organic and natural farming, but also how this, what is the regulatory system which is working, like what are the certification systems available in our country. You all know, maybe whosoever are dealing with organic and natural farming nowadays, they must be aware of the fact that organic farming has well laid down standards, and those standards are to be followed for taking up organic farming in the country by the farmer as well as the startups, the farmer producer organizations. And certification is the main thing in organic farming, which is a challenge also. And now natural farming is also coming up. We are also framing the standards for natural farming, and we have reached up to certain level, 90% we have achieved it, and we are taking it up in a formal way with BIS also. That standards are properly framed, and then a proper certification system is also being designed for taking up natural farming in our country. Now, what are the specific components which you all may be looking forward for taking up in organic farming and natural farming? Let me start with organic farming, because organic farming already big structure is there, formal structure is available. Third party certification is there. There are certification bodies who have to certify the farms, the ICS, the group of farmers, and here lot of potential is there. You can be a farmer, you can have your own farm, you can have a eco-organic farm, you can have a eco-organic tourism kind of thing. Nowadays it's going on, it's growing in our country also. You can start with the setting up of an organic fertilizer unit. Organic fertilizers means like compost, vermicompost. This is what is organic fertilizer. City compost, phosphate-rich organic manure. You can have a startup. You can start with this kind of venture if you are not having enough capital or enough, we can say, manpower. So you can start with minimum investment also in this organic sector. You can have a biofertilizer unit also. It's also a good startup kind of thing. And you can leverage the innovations, the technology which is being, innovated. The R&D facilities are available in our country. ICR is doing a lot of research. Dr. Saab is with me. He will tell you about all these things. Biostimulants are also coming up in an organized way in our country. You can have a biostimulant kind of unit. You can have biofertilizers unit. Now in biofertilizers, simply we are not having now the bioformulations, the old one, carrier and liquid kind of bioformulations. But you can have a capsule technology. You can have a liquid biofertilizers, mixed biofertilizers technology, mixed bioformulations you can have. So different biopesticides are available, different strains of bacteria are coming out. VAM is also a coming, great scope in this organic farming sector. European countries and US market is growing in this vascular mycorrhiza production sector. Our country is far behind in taking up VAM in a big way. So there are a lot of scopes in this sector. So this VAM can be taken up in a big way in our country. TERI and this one institute is there, and we have ICR with us. They have effective and efficient strains of this VAM and other biofertilizers. So you can get the strains, you can start your venture as a biofertilizer unit, and you can hire some professionals and then start this venture. Government of India also supports by way of capital investment subsidy schemes through NABARD. It's available, and state governments are also having their own facilities for supporting the capital investment kind of thing for taking up biofertilizers and organic fertilizers units. So these are the things which you can target in organic farming. You can be a certification body also. You can become a certification body. You should have the experience and expertise in taking up certification, minimum 2 to 3 years experience in organic farming, and leading to a little bit of certification kind of thing, inspections and auditing. So you can start up this certification body thing also in organic sector. You can be a world level certification body also, international certification body. Lot of scopes are there in organic farming, and it's growing, and lot of startups have taken up proper space in our country, and it's growing. Now coming to the natural farming, this natural farming is the word you must be hearing for the last 2 or 3 years, that this Prakritik Kheti is coming up. The states which are leading in this is Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh. Natural farming, the difference between organic and natural farming is not, we can't differentiate it in a big way, but Only thing which I come to know about this is that in case of natural, both the systems they reject the chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Means we prohibit the use of any kind of synthetic hormones or any kind of synthetic things on our farm, up to the processing and up to, we can say, in the entire supply chain we have to discourage the use of chemicals. In case of natural farming, we don't have to resort to outside, we can say, market for purchasing the seed, the biofertilizers, the organic fertilizers. Farmers, or the group of farmers, they have to prepare the bioformulations, they have to prepare the bio inputs on farm. This is what is natural farming. So idea here is, the objective here is to reduce the cost of cultivation on the farm and promote the local resources, whatever available on farm, or you can say in and around farm. Those resources are to be used, maybe bioresources, and these are to be mixed with the cow dung, the cow urine. Main focus is cow. You can say we have to conserve our cow. We have to protect our cow, the indigenous cow. We can say the main focus is this. But our standards, which we are framing, are open to other cattle also. If cow dung is not available, cow urine is not available, then other innovations can be taken up. And our country is full of traditional, we can say, practices, and farmers they are taking. Yes, okay.
Everyone. So
I don't know the fixed time and all.
not fixed time. It's an engagement.
Right.
So everybody will ask, and that's how we can rotate the session.
This is what I want
Yeah,
to tell you,
please.
because I don't know
Please go ahead.
how much you know about organic and natural farming.
You guys can ask questions, and
This is the category of biofuel, biofertilizer.
Sir, biofertilizer.
Biofertilizer, what will be the category?
Sir, category is like the bacteria, like rhizobium. You know the rhizobium, atmospheric nitrogen fixing bacteria, which is in the nodules of pulses, we can say, root nodules of pulses. Rhizobium, phosphate solubilizing bacteria, potash mobilizing bacteria, azotobacter, azosporidium. These are all biofertilizers. Means microbes put in a kind of bottle or full with the nutrient media, and its shelf life is about 6 months to 1 month, 1 year, you can say.
So this will be considered organic farming.
Yes, organic farm. Because yes.
Innovation to offer, because he said smart villages. At work, technology to stubble burning solid is a very big problem today.
Yes.
A dome will be made 40 feet high and 70 feet diameter, concrete dome. We'll put stubble. I've talked to people in Morocco. 600 farmers are there. They're saying we'll bring our stubble here. They'll bring the cows here. So we'll chop there. 4,000 tons will be put in the sea. And in 46 days you will have manure. We'll put solar panels all around and methane will come. And for whole year they'll store the produce. This is the biggest solution for stubble burning.
Absolutely.
Because this is a very big problem. I solved it. I talked to people in village also. They are ready to do it. There are 20,000 villages. 8 million ton stubble can be converted into, and India will become totally organic farming.
Absolutely.
So this should be done. We should not talk only, do something.
Absolutely, it's right. Very good, we can say, suggestion, and it's going on also somewhere in some areas. But this stubble can be, utilized in natural farming fields by way of mulching also, by way of composting this. This serve as a carbon source also.
They are burning at the moment. Let's talk practical. Nobody is doing they're cutting it and burning it.
These are some of the subsets which can be taken up. Primarily, it can be taken up, but some other things can also be.
20,000 domes, 50,000 crore, 4 lakh crore every year will be the GDP increasing.
Great.
At least 5 days kilo.
Dr. Ganesh, I have a question.
Yes.
So I've been into associated into urban farming as well as the natural way to grow food. And prior to this, I had a Canadian experience as well. I was working a lot very close to the farmers as well. I myself own 1,500 acres of land in Canada. So we are growing pulses and soybeans there already.
Okay.
So I moved back in 2017 and doing in this. I've come from a farming background as well in India. So my question is that this biofertilizers, what I have found out when I moved from villages to villages, there's no standardization of this thing, because I'll tell you one clear example in every household. See, we all eat dal at home. Mash chole ki dal everybody eats. But you go to every different house, it tastes different. right? All the ingredients are same, all the dals are same, and everything is same, but it still tastes different than your mother or my mother cooks, right? So this is a problem, but I found that somebody is putting good, somebody is putting this thing and that thing, and things are not working at that level where you are looking at from a bird's eye view. कि ऐसा market में चल रहा है. So this is a real grassroots problem which I'm telling you, that there is no standardization. For someone something is working, for someone else something is working. So till the time you don't bring a standardization process, I don't think so you're going to kill that bird.
Absolutely.
You're going to throw the stone all the time, but no killing of the bird will happen. So thank you very much.
See, in biofertilizer, as I said, strain, the bacteria, its availability from a repository, you can say whosoever are the innovators of this innovation is isolation of the biofertilizer strains. Biofertilizer strains are available in the national repository, you can say, or it may be in international repository also, maybe in Canada, US or somewhere. So strains should be authentic, they should be tried and tested, and strains should be replaced on continuous basis. You can say they should be subculture, tried and tested in field, efficacy and effectiveness trial should be laid down, but it is not happening. So lot of potential for the startups to take up this thing also. In between, we can say standards are there, standards are well defined, but now enforcement of standards and then complying to those standards is a big issue. So that need to be taken up. We need lot of startups, we need lot of hands, we need lot of sub organizations who are ready to take up all these kinds of inspections and verifications, compliance kind of things. Yes.
Namaskar. I am Radhesham Dixit, biotechnology journalist by choice. Initiator of connecting farm fertility for every species. जो आपने सवाल किया, पहले बार हम नेचुरल फार्मिंग स्टैंडर्डाइज कर रहे हैं कि पॉसिबल ही नहीं, क्योंकि हर जगह का खेत अलग है, हर जगह का
क्लाइमेट। अभी ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग की बात कर रहे हैं।
ऑर्गेनिक भी नहीं कर सकते, हर जगह क्लाइमेट अलग है, तो आप हर चीज को फिक्स कर रहे हैं। यहाँ जितने लोग हैं सब होमो सर्विस हैं, लेकिन सबकी पहचान अलग है, सबके कम्युनिकेशन अलग है, हम सब की डीएनए हो सकता है मैच करते हों, लेकिन बहुत कुछ अलग ही रहेगा। ये खूबसूरती है, और हम सबको एक जैसे हो जाएंगे तो राजकुमार जी की सीट पर हम बैठेंगे, काम नहीं करेगा। मुझे लगता है कि हम सबको एक नहीं होना चाहिए, यही खूबसूरती। एक मैं बता रहा हूँ, अभी हम जो नेचुरल फार्मर्स को कनेक्ट करके कॉर्पोरेट इंस्टीट्यूट चला रहे हैं राष्ट्रीय गोद प्रोडक्शन के नाम से, जिसमें हम फैमिली फार्मर्स बनाते हैं। सबकी कंप्लेंट ये है जो कंज्यूमर्स हैं कि साहब पिछले दिन जो दूध आया था उतना ठीक दूध आज नहीं, तो अब तो हर समय चारा बदलेगा, जब हर समय चारा बदलेगा जो फॉर्डर ही बदल रहा है तो उसकी जो थिकनेस है या उसके अंदर जो कॉम्पोजिशन बदलेगी। यही तो खूबसूरती है, जो सब दिन एक समान है वो नेचुरल नहीं, दैट इज हार्मफुल फॉर योर हेल्थ। जितनी देश में कंपनियां आपको प्रोड्यूस दे रही हैं सब हार्मफुल हैं, क्योंकि उसमें प्रिजर्वेटिव्स हैं और सब आपकी बॉडी के लिए चाहे जितने भी स्टैंडर्ड बनाए जाए, जहर एक खतरा होगा तो भी आपको 10 दिन में मारेगा, मात्रा ज्यादा होगी आप जल्दी मरेंगे, और ज्यादा होगी जल्दी प्राण जाएंगे। तो सब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जितनी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है देश में कोई भी ऐसा नहीं जो आपको प्योर खिला सके सिवाय फार्मर्स के, क्योंकि उसको ज्यादा दिन प्रिजर्व नहीं करना पड़ेगा, कम समय में आपको डिलीवर कर सकता है। कोई भी नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट मोर देन 50 डेज रखने से ज्यादा मुश्किल होती है, बिना प्रिजर्वेटिव के कोई भी फूड आइटम्स को बहुत लंबी समय
That's what I think is like, see, I live in Germany as well. I have a lot of exposure to Russian culture because my wife comes from there. Okay, and they have seen 2 world wars, and we have not seen any world war, they have seen 2 world wars, आवश्यकता ये विश्वास की जननी है, and what used to happen in their families was, why I'm telling you this because you can understand the context of preserving the food. So what they used to do, they used to preserve the food in certain way, bury it under, ताकि अगर फौज आती थी रसद देने के लिए तो खाना लेके चले जाते। Okay, so they did not have freezers, they did not have access to electricity, but they still preserved the food for more than 9 months, but naturally without any chemicals. So, and I've been eating that food from a very long time, and that's why we see Europeans, you normally find them tall, strong built, because their probiotic activity is very good, and that is how we are harming by using preservatives, where you actually our lymphatic system is what we are, so खराब कर रहे हैं। So there are a lot of way of doing this standardization and preservation, but I don't see anything happening here. I'm already working on that from last 5 to 6 years, but I'm a small guy in a big town, so things are not working at that fast level. So there's a lot of technologies available which we can really adopt instead of adoption of other technologies which are not indigenous. Okay, so proven technologies. So standardization, where I come from, is that a lot of people are making their cow dung biofertilizers at the farm, but the recipe should be
inputs
should be the same. Like a chef cannot be become a chef without he goes to a good school and learn under some guidance and all. So what I think is, like, before implementing everything straight away taking to the farm, they have such a good technological level and also good social media thing. We should bring our farmers, who's the direct person engaged in throwing that stuff in the farm, and bring them there. They want to come there. They would like a couple of 10 days vacation as well. Also learn, over a free cup of coffee or maybe some food, and they are the implementers. So that's where that link is. We have a lot of extension services, but the lock is not being opened. The chabi kho jati hai.
Only one submission, sir. We have to stick to the agenda. I think I'm audible. We need to discuss, one is the concern. Second, whatever we are suggesting, if we can come up with a solution also,
Exactly.
how this particular technology will solve this problem. We can note down those points so that it can become an action point for us rather having just a discussion. Right? This is the request to everyone. Please conclude any suggestion. If this is either you don't have the solution in your mind, but you have a reason, this is the problem, or somebody else must be having the solution. But that some tech-enabled solution, this is what we can implement in our projects, or we can probably submit the draft to the government also as a policy advocacy. Those two things we have to cover up.
You have very beautifully replied to the gentleman, but what I want to take his point forward is, probably he is trying to talk about standardization कि ऐसे कैसे होता है कि हमें पेप्सी के जो चिप्स हैं दिल्ली में भी सेम मिलते हैं, केरला में भी सेम मिलते हैं, so there must be a way wherein a standardized potatoes are grown, same flavor we get. So I think he is trying to talk on those terms. You are very beautifully conveyed your point. I am a banker, by the way. I am a very
Actually, they're coming on to the conclusion. They're coming on to the conclusion slowly.
मैं आपको बहुत in short point वाइज बात करूँगा कि सारे तरह के जितने solution आप सोच रहे होंगे,
Thank you very much.
I want to try to say कि जितने आप सोच रहे होंगे या जो आप में से कुछ ट्राई कर रहे होंगे, हम उस सब पर काम कर रहे हैं। आपने जो बस अभी जो आपने पहले कहा कि मॉस्को में हमारे जो एक एसोसिएट हैं, लक्ष्य उदय एफपीओ, जिन्होंने पहली बार अब तक आम जो है वो हरदोई से ऑर्गेनिक आम, नेचुरल आम, उसको एक्सपोर्ट किया। मॉस्को में दिशा नाम की एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो भारत और रशिया के संबंधों के बीच में काम कर रही है। अब वहाँ मैंगो फेस्ट होने जा रहा है, नेचुरल मैंगो। तो उसमें मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि जो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन है, आप टेस्ट के लेवल पर उन नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स में नहीं ला सकते, आप पैकेजिंग प्रैक्टिस के लेवल पर ला सकते हैं। हम वो कर रहे हैं। जो सुभाष पालेकर जी की पद्धति है, जो ताराचंद बेदी की पद्धति है, जो बायोडायनेमिक फार्मिंग की पद्धति है, जो ऋषि कृषि की पद्धति है, जो नेचुरल फार्मिंग की स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड पद्धति है, उनमें आप कुछ कॉमन चीजों को लाएंगे, कुछ बेसिक फैक्ट्स हैं जिनको ध्यान रखना जरूरी है, जिनको मैं हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूँ। 78% एनवायरनमेंट में नाइट्रोजन अवेलेबल है। कैसे फिक्स करेंगे? बैक्टीरिया इज द सोर्स। बैक्टीरिया जितना एनरिच होगा उतना अच्छा आएगा, पहला। दूसरा है जो इंटीग्रेटेड फार्मिंग, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अगर आप लेगुमिनस प्लांट्स को नहीं लगाते तो नाइट्रोजन को आप इनरिच नहीं करेंगे। तो जरूरी क्या है? मिक्स फार्मिंग। अनफॉर्चुनेटली आईसीआर या जितनी भी बॉडीज हैं एग्रीकल्चर की, उन सब के पैरामीटर्स मोनोट्रॉपिक हैं। दैट इज वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट।
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है।
हमें ये दिक्कत आ रही है सर।
I will tell you.
तो उसमें दिक्कत क्या आती है? जब मेजरमेंट्स होते हैं ना, तो 1 एकड़ तो आपको गेहूं में क्या निकला, 1 एकड़ मक्के में क्या निकला, और नेचुरल फार्मिंग में अच्छे रिजल्ट्स कहाँ मिल रहे हैं? जहाँ 10 से 12 फसलें 1 एकड़ में लेते हैं। हमारे साथ फार्मर्स हैं, मैं आप सबको इनवाइट करता हूँ, आप आएं। 12 फसलें साल में लेते हैं, कितना उसका आउटपुट निकलता है? मोर देन 4 लाख वही है। और कम फार्मर्स को भी ये स्मॉल फार्मर्स कर रहे हैं। दैट इज मैजिक। सब आ सकते हैं। दूसरी बात जो आपने कही, इसमें हम एग्री जो फेस्ट करते हैं, ग्राउंड उत्सव, जो एग्री टूरिज्म भी है, इको टूरिज्म भी है, 500 रुपए का टिकट हमारा फार्म लगाता है। पूरे दिन की एक्टिविटीज होती हैं, गांव से जुड़ते हैं, दैट इज सोल्यूशन। लोग खुशी-खुशी आते हैं, पहले रिच है, लेकिन आते हैं पूरे दिन एंजॉय करते हैं, गांव का भोजन करते हैं, ग्राम यात्रा करते हैं, क्योंकि गांव शहर जैसा नहीं बनाना है, गांव की खूबसूरती गांव जैसा होनी चाहिए। गांधी जी ने कहा था, मैं बुक लेके आया हूँ, आपको कोट करूंगा, तो कहा था वो दिन जब सब झोपड़ी में रहना शुरू करेंगे, दैट इज सस्टेनेबल सॉल्यूशन। आज यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने माना है और सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स चल रहे हैं, उन सब में सब साइक्लिंग करना चाहिए। हम सब ने बायोडाइवर्सिटी को कहा है, लेकिन हम सस्टेन नहीं करते। अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम सब यूनिक नेटवर्क्स में जाकर किसी को सॉल्यूशन पे जाते हैं, खुश हो जाते हैं। हमें आइडिया बदलना होगा।
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would now request the same Mr. Nathan to kindly assist us.
I have one
Like,
I can just make a brief presentation.
Excuse me, sir.
What is the percentage of organic natural farming in India? How many institutions are accounted? What is the percentage?
So this challenge will be as talked, we need to feed that and so all this is one of the important challenges. While we are talking about the natural farming and organic farming, we have to also see whether these solutions can provide food to all the tenants. That is one important question that we need to be addressed. Whether it produce any produce only through organic farming or the natural farming, whether all the consumers will be able to afford the food price that we are going selling at today in the market. Like we are producing any produce organically, even we think twice before purchasing because of the price difference. Whether we can provide solution to all the people, whether they will be able to provide. So I am not saying which farming is good. We need an integrated approach to bring the solution. So this is the challenge before us in the Amrit Call is by 2047. We need to increase the food grain production almost to about 1.6 times to feed the growing population. This is only taking into account of the human consumption. If we take into account of the biofuel requirement, even today for the equal solution, we need about 70 million tons of grain to produce ethanol to blend with our the petrol. So what are the options available? We cannot increase the land. We cannot use more and more fertilizer. We have to use whatever limited fertilizer which we can use without increasing the inputs. Whether we can produce more output from the same input by integrating all the farming. That is one of the important solution that we need to do. If you see all the aspects, we need to increase more than 1.5 to 2-fold increase is need to be done. So this is earlier if we consider the 1960s, we had only about 50.8 million tons of food grain. So in those days, you can many of the youngsters cannot imagine that the country's Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri told that we need to fast one day, and on the one day night there was no food was served in any hotel. So that was the situation. From this we came up to this situation. It is because of the effort made by policymakers, from the Prime Minister to the Agriculture Minister to the scientists and farmers. They put a lot of effort, and today if we are in the comfortable situation, it is because of the development in the agriculture. We achieved that. But whether when compared to that situation, now the situation is the difference from the earlier and now the current situation is that the climate change is one very important situation. We talk about the drought, the temperature, and the freshwater requirement. And we mainly are talking about either increasing the temperature or increasing in the drought. But the hidden cost is also there. And even 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature is there. Rice plant require about 20% more water to produce the same amount of produce. So what are the solutions available to protect our crop? in the event of currently natural resources. The soil health is already increasing, so when we are talking of one health, if soil is not healthy, then we are also not going to be healthy. So we have to see what are the technologies that can be used to improve the soil health and the resource efficiency, including the freshwater scarcity. Already, I think that on the IITs that they predicted that by 2030, the per capita freshwater availability is going to decrease drastically. So, in this situation, how are we going to sustain our agriculture, which is using about 80% of the freshwater? And the other issue also it was raised about the urban farming, and currently we are about 68% population is going to live in city by 2050. So how are you going to address the agriculture, whether everything will be produced in villages and transported to the cities, or we are going to develop the urban farming solution to address all these issues? So that is another important aspect we need to consider. So for all these things, the technologies are important. So our institute is working on the research, education, extension on all the aspects. And this institute is the birthplace of green revolution. Even today, we are contributing greatly to the food security. So if we see about 50% of the meat produced in the country is produced from the varieties developed from our institute alone, and the agriculture, ICAR and state industries, all the institute contribute to the sustainable food security. And in the basmati rice, if you see almost all the basmati rice developed in the country, those varieties are developed by the agriculture research institute. Similarly, in other crops, we have a lot of work. Recently, we are doing biofortification. Normally, the food fortification is done. That is, after the food is produced, it is fortified with nutrients. So the bioavailability is less and the cost of food is low. If we can produce a crop which is dense in nutrients, so that will be going to be useful. So we have developed several biofortified varieties which have been released by ftmedia. And so this is like one single variety which our institute has developed. It is occupied almost about 50% of the big area, that is 12 million hectares, which is no other country has achieved this big success. Similarly, mustard, earlier our mustard oil is not liked by the people from south because of the high acetic acid content. And now our institute has developed canola quality mustard. So at the market, if you have a segregation and with the procurement, we can produce canola quality mustard oil in India, and we cannot import the canola oil from other countries. So these are several achievements are there. I am not going to discuss about that. So we developed a lot of crop varieties, and how these startups and FPOs can connect to that. Just I want to say that, say for example, if a farmer is producing rice crop, if you produce the crop for the food grain purpose, like if you produce about 5 tons of even basmati rice at the rate of 30,000 rupees per quintal, we are only 1.5 lakh we can earn. But if you produce a seed crop, the seed each kilo is sold about 110 to 120 rupees. So in the same land, he can earn about 5 lakh rupees. So how we can do it? The FPOs are some of the like startups can come in the seed production, because seed is very important input for agriculture. If we can provide quality seeds, then we can make the farming better solution. So we have already connected with large number of farmer producer organizations, and we also do direct seed production. We give our traders to the state and national seed corporation and industries. They produce seeds and sell to the farmer. Some of the startups can take up the seed production, especially hybrid seed production, and sell it to the farmer. Like where we are importing all the seeds from abroad. So whether we can supplement some of them to the startups. So the other technologies like the emerging technologies are there by using that like many startups like in other countries, a lot of startups they are using genomics assisted technologies for providing agricultural solutions. So in India also some startups can come and take up these kind of solutions. This is an example where by using simple one gene we can increase up to about 20 to 40%. So this we have developed this soil testing and fertilizer recommendation meter where on the farmer's field we can test the soil and the fertilizer rate can be recommended depending upon the crop. So this literally we have commercialized to industries and those industries use this for providing solutions to the farmers. So the post-harvest processing was also talked about. This is one just an example. So several other technologies are available, and interested startups can take up these technologies and they produce in large scale. Talk was made about the microbial fertilizer. So the issue is keeping the microbial fertilizer microbes live for 5-6 months in the product. So that was the major solution. If you address that solution, I think the microbial fertilizer will be very useful, and it can provide at least 30 to 40% of the nutrient requirement in the soil. So this is another technology wherein we can save the water by using hydrogen. We can save over 20-22% of the water. So this is about stubble burning issue was raising. So our institute monitored this stubble burning by using satellite remote sensing and use advisories to the state government so that they can go and see the field how it can be managed. And we also developed the Pusa decomposer, which is consisting of 7 different fungi. And this is available in the capsule form and powder form already. UPL large trial 1 million acres this has been tried. So we can within about 25 days we can take the menu in the field only. We cannot collect and do it. So in all the places it may not be possible. In those places it is possible we can do it. There are several other technologies that we have developed, and for the urban farming also our institute has a special center. Since we are talking about urban farming and saying we have a center for protection and where we have developed a solution for urban farming. So interested startups can visit us for this purpose. And also the on-farm storage is very important as well. By using the solar energy only we can store vegetables in the on-farm. So far that we have technology, and another emerging area is the carbon credit. So that also big companies are interested now. Some of these startups can do activities in the carbon credit, that is from carbon farming is another emerging area. There are drone solutions that we can discuss maybe some question comes. Our institute has developed solutions so that by using drone or remote sensing we can measure various soil nutrient parameters. So this can be scaled up to different farmers field situation. And even the real-time drought monitoring is very important for crop insurance. And some of the startups are working on it. Our institute has developed a solution. Even we can monitor the lodging this year, which has happened to the rice this wheat season. So our institute works with various industries on different nodes. Any one of these startups is interested, we are almost well done. And our institute has developed about 770 technologies commercialized in the last 3 years. And this institute played a very important role in the RTOA first scheme implementation. So this we have this is an innovation center that is present in our institute. So we have the innovation of startups and providing funding. So 5 lakhs of fund is given in the initial stage, and for launching lab to market program we give about 23 lakh funding from the government. And that program is implemented from the ANRC, one of the important lead institutes that mentor different MBAs and the innovation centers. So for this various schemes are there. These are the different areas in which funding is given to the startups. And there are 7 different training programs are there. You can visit our this startup initiatives and you can find out. So these are some of the achievements in the last 4-5 years. Almost the number of startups that we implemented, and different startups in the total revenue is about 240 crores in this. connection. These are some of the successful startups which were integrated in our institute and they are showing this event. So these are some of the new opportunities you can register for some of the new programming capabilities. Some startups are there, some of the openings are there. You can register for these programs. The funding is available. So these are some of the issues that I wanted to flag. So you have the startups and technology have options to integrate in agriculture at the crop improvement level, that is to improve the seed, and at the management level, and also the secondary agriculture is one of the important aspects that I have not covered, wherein we can convert the waste to well or produce nutritional from the input, and then harvest processing, storage, that is very important area, and agriculture extension and agriculture marketing is another area where a lot of startups are coming up. And the main agenda of or the goal of these startups would be use technologies to bridge the gap between the farmer and consumer. Then only the farmer will get highest price. Now a lot of money is what consumer pays taken by the lot of middlemen that are present. So if we can reduce the gap, the farmer will also get the benefit and consumer will also get the benefit. Thank you for your attention.
Hello.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, actually, I want to submit one thing. Since our iPad is in initial stage, and I would request if IRI can join us, and I request Dr. C. Viswanathan to be an honorary chairman for initial period, so that we can get the required assistance from them. So will you please accept our request? Thank you so much, sir.
Excuse me, I have two questions.
No.
I have rather one submission again, because I just assume it's a roundtable meeting. Not sitting in a roundtable fashion, that is fun. Second, everybody should contribute. So let's make some decorum. Everybody should introduce. Very small this thing. Only what concerns, either the concerns, suggestions related to agri-tech, not agri-tech. This is my submission because we are having full capacity today, and if everybody start introducing this meeting will not over the whole day even, right? So, and everybody should participate. His idea might be accepted, not accepted, that's a separate thing, right? But we should listen, we should give chance to each and everyone, right? That is my submission. Definitely. With the direction of Chairman Saab. Please, sir.
So Raj, I have a few questions and to conclude also.
You want to sir, please.
So first of all, we are here to talk about the technology, how to introduce technology in the agriculture sector, right? And with that, how much productivity can be increased in all.
Any particular thing, is a open-ended suggestion. Yeah. Conclude. This is the particular area we should be focusing immediately. The n number of things can happen, but we can't do everything immediately.
I have a fundamental question.
Please.
First, I want to have few questions and then I will conclude also.
Please.
First of all, we are here and we are aligned that we want to introduce technology in the agriculture sector so that productivity and things can be improved. Now, my next question is that there are a lot of technology already there. Solutions are available, artificial intelligence, blockchain, IoT, drone solutions. But I just want to have a question from authorities that although these solutions are there from, I think, significantly for 2 years, 3 years, I have not seen in the slides that how the technology is introduced and how the productivity, the benchmarking is reported there. What I feel that there are solutions, there is no problem. Like he said, there are multiple solutions are there. But we are conservative towards adopting the technology. We are conservative towards, there are a lot of startups are working and putting a lot of things. You are providing the grant and those things to the startup 25-50 lakh. Ultimately, it should get into the actual agriculture sector.
Please, sir. We have our screening committee's co-chairman, Padam Shri Hemant Singh ji. It's okay. I'll sit here. Correct. Please carry on.
So I quickly repeat my question that there are multiple solutions are available, and what I felt that even those solutions are available, there is a competitiveness on the
In
technology.
brief, you are saying the technologies are available, they are not implemented in the farmers.
No, yeah,
Adoption,
that is what I said.
adoption is not there. So several reasons. They saying because it is not totally adopted. Adoption is there. It is increasing. If we compare to the last 4 years, I can see significant increase in the technology, which is also evident from some of the success of the startups as well as from the other industries. The issue is like the farming setup that we have. So it is not like in other countries you have large farmers. Small farmers, as one issue is small farm holding is one of the major issues for several technologies, not for all the technologies. So that can be addressed by custom hire center or the farmer producer organization, and those kind of setups are needed. And I'm sure like many of the people are working on that area. So the technology adoption will definitely increase. It has increased already in the recent past.
So my next question is that if some technology and use cases are implemented, we would like to know that what kind of things are already implemented on the ground level, not granting the lakhs of rupees to the startup. Actually, until it's not going to the ground level, and actually people are using it. So I just want to know, in the out of blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, IoT, and drones, what technology is being used on the ground so that a startup focus that okay, this is the thing where it is repeating business, and there they can repeat and work and repeat the things.
So I will add just little to this thing here. I am one of the guys who used the list you showed for 25 lakh rupees grant. I got that. So we are the company who got that 24 lakh rupees. Out of 25, got 24. And we are incubated by HAUSR, and then after that, Pusa Krishi Kshitij program in 2021 as well. So for the gentleman, what he's asking, I'll make it very simple. I have developed a technology, and it is fully functional. I did more than 33,000 plants in that without any green thumb, without any knowledge of horticulture. But I did have a mentor like Dr. Gurbachan Singh Foundation, with whom I work because I am in Karnal and he's also belonging from Karnal as well. So now where I am stuck is, which directly relates to this question, that now I go to this Charanjit University or Horticulture University in Karnal, Maharana Pratap Agriculture University. I may go to them, I put my planter in front of them, I say, like, sir, look at these pictures, this is things I brought. And they say, like, sir, ये डालो, पहले हमें 3 लाख रुपए दो, हम आपका शेड्यूल बनाएंगे, फिर इसकी टेक्नोलॉजी को टेस्ट करेंगे, आपको 2 साल तक मुझे 3 लाख करके 24 लाख रुपए देना पड़ेगा, जितने मैंने कमाए नहीं आज तक. और उसके बाद what happens is, even if I'm willing to pay that, there are so many things, people who are judging my technology have already blindsided my technology as a person the first day when I came and explained them. So I am facing a lot of barriers. I have proven technology. If you come downstairs, I can show you what you would have never seen. I can bet on that. But now I'm going through certain people who are readily, they have shunned my technology because they think, यार आपका mechanical engineering का background है, आप agriculture में कहाँ पे आ गए हो? तो बहुत सारे बैरियर्स अब बन गया है. मैं अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को इन 24 लाख रुपए की ग्रांट मिलने के बाद भी मैं आईसीआर में भी अभी तक अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को लेने जा रहा हूं. आई मेड 20 फोन कॉल्स. आई एम नॉट मेक कंप्लेनिंग, आई एम टेलिंग द ग्राउंड रियलिटी हियर कि मेरे को इंक्यूबेशन तो दे दिया है, मेरी अब टेक्नोलॉजी की वो कौन करेगा वैलिडेशन. That is not happening.
See, the thing is that I am talking in general. That there are various solutions, like those solutions, there could be n number of solutions in all the technology we told. So first of all, let's accept the problem statement is there, what he is telling and all. The problem is still live. And I want to also conclude in terms of what is the solution, what Raj is interested in. You want the solution, right? The solution is very simple. When you are accepting the technology on any sector, like I am giving you one example in the banks, we are actually, I will tell you what we are doing. But there is a RBI guideline in the banks that if somebody is entering into the ATM, that you have to detect if somebody is spending more than 7 minutes ATM, you have to detect with the AI technology, raise alerts. If there is the images, if somebody is wearing helmet, you have to raise alert, covered face, raise alert, multiple people raise alert. So similarly, you have to put some compliance in the agriculture sector where you are
So,
saying.
just
एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट हो रहा है, हम हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में बात करेंगे.
हाँ, इंग्लिश में बात करें।
Submission for this meeting.
तो मेरा ये अभी आप
Preferably
इंग्लिश बोल रहे हैं.
First of all, let me introduce myself. I stick with the policy what Rishab has talked about. Let us give an opportunity to everyone. I will conclude in a minute or two. What I understand, in order to people only we are talking that we will be limitation of the conference. So we all know the problems in the agriculture sector. This is very clear. We don't have to reach out on that. So it's like fragmented and holding, supply chain, all these kind of things. They are talking about the technology. And definitely, let me introduce myself. I'm from Kerala, and I'm a graduate back from Dubai. I was there in 24 years. I part of the digital world forum of Europe, agriculture as well. I traveled to many countries and I learned a lot from there and still a student. So what I'm saying here is that the problem is very clear. So what we can do is we request blockchain, what the blockchain is going to do for this kind of agriculture sector. We have developed something called zero-touch farming. Zero-touch farming means individual, family, and the mass farming. These are the three areas we have to focus on. So individual farming, what are the challenges? A lot of pesticides. This is what we are talking about, modern agricultural system and all. So we have something called zero-touch farming means you can farm your own vegetables. You start from your home. You can farm at your home. Either it could be on top of your roof or whatever it is. So there is a technology available. That we are into the market. The world, there is only two people out there, two players are there. One is in California, one is in India, one is in Kerala, still has. So that I can explain because this is a very short time, so I don't want to explain on that. Another thing is that the mass productive approach with blockchain, with AI, with IoT, with machine learning. This is what definitely Dr. Vishwanathan sir explained what is the potential and how we have to understand that. So we can create a forum to develop, as he said, we have two major things to showcase. Dialogues has to be implemented. So urban and rural. Rural, we are saying that we have to take a village. We are ready to have already initiated a village where we are ready. Our intention is to say that whatever, because 60% of the vegetables should be produced inside that village. This is a policy. So the government will come and say that you cannot leave your land idle, either you farm it or you give it for farming. So government policy. So maybe government team can assist on us. I'm just giving the thought process. So let us come to a conclusion. Technology, we know how to utilize it because many technologists are sitting here, others are there. So there is no challenge. So let us work together to choose few villages and urban building also. As an example, we say that this particular urban village, this area, this building, 70% of the vegetables should be farmed as a vertical farming or an on-rooftop farming. So we can come up with such a solution rather than talking about all these things. So let us propose, as we said, let us propose some solution. Okay, let's choose villages. Let us form a team, work group, war group, all this kind of team to be developed. Then we can say that yes, we are going to address the problem, engage in the government as well as the private and public sectors. So we can do that. So let us come to the point. Demand and supply. This is a challenge. Demand is going to be high. Supply is going to be challenging. Production is going to be challenging. So how to solve the problems in each sector using technology? AI-based, I have the zero farming because this is a limited time. So I'm just winding up. Thank you very much. Let us work on focused topics rather than the general ones. I prefer at least one word from each of the person, give some inputs or comment, 1 minute, half a minute, then it will be, it's a dream work. Thank you very much.
I think the two points which I have already been raised. One is the point on the technology validation. You are saying the institutes are asking money, so that is one point you have raised. And the other point is you want to know whether any technologies that have been adopted or what is the profit. So these 2 points are already raised. So other people can raise different points so that.
Sir, I am from Agri case.
So one by one,
please.
This is
Islamic case, this is an aspect of AP Smart Villages, which is implemented in Andhra Pradesh, which is what was presented in United Nations. We got a award. award also. We came out with the AP Smart Villages, come out with a simple solution to the farmers. What we told is, zero farming is grow your own food, grow your own education, grow your own knowledge, grow your own self-sustainability. It was implemented. And this model will share with all the teams and all, which has given impact to 1 crore people, where what we told is the village should become a self-sustainable village. A self-sustainable village is nothing but the livelihood of the human being which is living in that village, and what are the resources the village is having. Using their own resources, the village will become self-sustainable. Later it brings the economy of the village, which will give impact to the country's growth actually. This is the one model which was shared in DESA and also United Nations FOA meeting. We got a business model shared. And second thing is, most of the people are not addressing what we call them. Today, population is grown. The land bank is very less, okay, and everybody is converting into real estate. That there is no proper policy from the government of India. Still, we are facing the land records itself is like 100 years old land records. Still, the villages are fighting and all. That should be addressed. The third is there is no agri-skilled workers training. Okay, today farmer is because a big farmer, a small farmer is facing a worker. Suppose I am producing a coconut, I have a coconut farm. I want a coconut tractor to come and plug the coconut. Nobody comes. And this is just skilling of the agricultural works, which is used as self-sustainable village, which is urban farming with the village farming, which gives the, well, suppose I'm as a farmer, paddy farmer, my growth is, for paddy over 100 kgs, I was spending 2,000 rupees. When I'm selling, I'm getting 2,500 rupees. When I'm buying a consumer, he is buying a paddy package for 4,000 per package. There's also gap is there. Link the consumer with the producer, link the producer with the consumer, make it as a self-sustainable model. That is one thing we can work on. Technology should come, but human intervention is important, and capacity building at the grassroots level is important. I also advise it to an NFCL, Nagarjuna Fertilizer. I'm a board member of the NFCL, and organic farming was introduced and all. Even I visited to the government also came up with every city generates waste. We recycle the waste and try to do the biofarming. It is not given results. One more thing is biocar. Biocar is the biggest worldwide thing where we can agriculture waste from each village, from every home and all. They cut the trees and all, cutting the trees and all these things, and nobody putting the extra tree, and they're not recycling the agriculture waste. The agriculture waste itself is they produce to the fertilizers to the farm. This type of models are there. How to implement at grassroots level, how it impacts the local sustainability of the village and the community is important. That we have to do it.
Sir, my question is with agri-tech startup. Government of India startup पे करोड़ों रुपए देती है incubation और ऐसा grant को देती है. बहुत सारे startups बहुत अच्छे agri technology develop करके farmer तक पहुंचा भी रहे हैं. लेकिन दोनों के बीच में बहुत बड़ा गैप है वैलिडेशन का. हमने एग्रीटेक से हमने एक एग्रीकल्चर स्प्रेइंग मशीन डेवलप की है. पिछले 2 साल से हम चेक कर रहे हैं कि एफएमटीटी जो संस्था है जहाँ पे फार्म मशीनरी का वैलिडेशन होता है, वो कहीं से भी हमको पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट नहीं आता. वो उनका कहना है बीआईएस के स्टैंडर्ड सेट नहीं है कि हम आपकी मशीन को वैलिडेट कर सके, टेस्ट कर सके और रिपोर्ट जनरेट कर सके. तो अभी जितने भी स्टार्टअप है वो सब नए सॉल्यूशंस को लेके आ रहे हैं और काम कर रहे हैं. बीआईएस के स्टैंडर्ड किसी भी प्रोडक्ट की ये सेट नहीं है. ऐसे में कोई भी प्रोडक्ट, जब कोई स्टार्टअप कोई प्रोडक्ट लेकर आता है तो वो वैलिडेट नहीं होने के कारण ग्रासरूट लेवल पे जिस तरीके से प्रेडिक्टेड जाना चाहिए, फार्मर को हेल्प करना चाहिए, उनके प्रोड्यूस को बढ़ाना चाहिए और इकोसिस्टम को डेवलप होना चाहिए, वो नहीं हो पा रहा है. तो यहाँ पर पूरा फंड इंक्यूबेशन से लेकर पूरा जो सिस्टम काम कर रहा है वो कहीं ना कहीं फेल है. तो मेरे को लगता है कि इस बात को हमने किसान सम्मान निधि प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो आईडिया है कि कैंपस में हुआ था तब भी हमने रखा था. उस समय भी हमको पॉजिटिव वो दिया था कि नहीं हम इस पे काम करेंगे, राइटिंग में लेके इसके लिए काम करेंगे. लेकिन अभी तक हम भी पिछले 4 महीने से चेस कर रहे हैं, ये सॉल्यूशन हमको नहीं पा रहे. मैं चाहूँगा कि आप इस पे थोड़ा सा फोकस करेंगे और कैसे बीआईएस के स्टैंडर्ड सेट हो. एक स्टार्टअप, क्योंकि स्टार्टअप पूरे नई टेक्नोलॉजी पे काम कर रहा है, कोई ड्रोन पे काम कर रहा है, तो कोई एआई पे काम कर रहा है, इसके कोई भी वैलिडेशन कहीं पर नहीं हो पा रही है. तो ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है, इसको सॉर्ट आउट करेंगे.
Excuse me. I would like to thank Dr. C. Viswanathan to accept our request to be the honorary chairman for the first year, initial year. We have amongst us Dr. Abdul Rahman Sharif, he is the only patent member of IFAD. He come forward and becomes taken the patentship of the IFAD. I hereby propose that he should be the executive chairman in accordance with you. The BDT industry also with us. Yes,
Hello sir, I am Dr. Madhuri Gupta, CEO of Meerut Udyami Foundation that is being hosted by Meerut Institute of Technology. And sir, I will be very brief as I came to know yesterday only that this type of roundtable meeting is going to be happen. So currently sir, if I tell you that we are working for the agripreneurs in Uttar Pradesh West. So when we when we come to the ground, then we come to know that agripreneurs, we say that entrepreneurs, then the true entrepreneurs there are the farmer producer organizations, which are working for the welfare and for the welfare of agriculture. They are the true entrepreneurs who needs the hand holding there. So we have 12 FPOs connected with us, 450 self-help groups, and we have adopted 20 villages there. So with them when we are working and we came to one type of survey, then I come up with the 10 common points which are the problem of every FPO there. So as sir told me that here will be a discussion for the solutions as well as the problems. So I will be discussing one by one. So very first problem of every FPO is the marketing. So marketing is the major issue because they are producing very quality food products. If I say in the food products, then they are doing very well in the food industry, but they are not getting the market. And second problem is the taxes. If any FPO is giving the product in a without packaging, then it is free of cost. But if they are packaging it in 1 kg, 2 kg, then that product become the taxable. So this is the major problem there. Means they are facing problem of their seed fund, obviously, as well as then they have to pay the taxes for that. After that, if we come to the theme that why these FPOs were made, then these were made for export quality products. They have the mission of creating the export quality. But they even don't know that how this export system will work, how they have to export their products, their packaging, sustainable packaging, not only packaging, sustainable packaging, as well as if I go to the solution of this, then I suggest that here the incubators, agri-tech incubators can play a major role in this. How? Because we are the one who are into the system where you all are connected with us. So if they will be given the skill development trainings for export, or they are given the trainings for their packaging of their products, or they are given the system that if they are doing the organic farming, as sir told, then how much carbon crediting can be done? This connection, sir told us, sir told us about the carbon crediting. If we will give them this opportunity that by doing this type of farming, you can earn through the carbon credit, because the major problem of every farmer is money. They don't have money to invest in any type of business or any type of these type of ideas which are coming forward. So अगर उन्हें ये पता चले कि अगर इस business को करने से उनको एक तरह से नहीं 2 तरह से फायदा है, तो they will be more interested. इससे एक ही फायदा नहीं होगा, इससे ये भी फायदा होगा कि जब एग्रीटेक इंक्यूबेटर्स उनकी हैंड होल्डिंग करेंगे, तो हैंड होल्डिंग करने से क्या होगा कि उनकी जो फ्यूचर जनरेशंस होंगी वो अपने आप इंस्पायर हो जाएंगी, क्योंकि उनके पास कोई सहारा है. अगर उनके पास मार्केट का उनको हमने पहले से अवेलेबिलिटी करा दी. इसके लिए मेरे पास ये भी एक सॉल्यूशन है कि जो भी ये जो आपके ये रहते हैं कंपनीज रहती हैं, इनको ये रूल होना चाहिए कि 20% आपके 20 और 30 व्हाटएवर विल बी द थिंग कि इतना जो आपको सामान अपने स्टोर में रखना है वो आपको फार्मर प्रोड्यूसर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से लेकर आना है. So that could be a very means a good market for the farmer producer organization. Or we can move forward for making these farmer producer organizations as the brand. इनको अपने आप में हमें एक ब्रांड बनाना होगा ताकि ये जब ये उस एग्रीकल्चर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में आगे आएंगे तभी इनकी फ्यूचर जनरेशंस आएंगी. अभी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि इनकी फ्यूचर जनरेशंस अपना रास्ता ही बदल ले रही है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अपने पेरेंट्स को देख रही हैं स्ट्रगल करते हुए. ठीक है. और इसमें जो मेजर हैंड होल्डिंग है वो आई फील सो दैट इंक्यूबेटर्स कैन बी अ मेजर हैंड होल्डर्स फॉर देम. बट इंक्यूबेटर्स को अपनी थीम चेंज करनी होगी थोड़ी सी कि स्टार्टअप्स को तो दे आर गिविंग द एवरी टाइप ऑफ मेंटोरिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, बट जो रियल हीरोज हैं जो ग्राउंड पे काम कर रहे हैं उनको इनसे कंबाइन कराना होगा. मींस इनकी जो टेक्नोलॉजी है जो अभी सभी लोगों ने डिस्कस करी कि जो इनकी टेक्नोलॉजी है वो वहाँ कैसे यूज हो. हम लोगों ने बागपत एरिया जो वहाँ का है आप सभी ने सुना होगा. वी हैव चूज दैट एरिया दैट विलेज टू बी जीरो वेस्ट विलेज. सो यहाँ पे मैंने एक स्टार्टअप देखे जो सैनिटरी पैड्स हैं उनका इंसिनरेशन करके उसको जीरो वेस्ट में चेंज कर रहा है. इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी वहाँ तक पहुँची नहीं रही है. इनको गैप को ब्रिज करने के लिए कौन है बीच में? इंक्यूबेटर्स. दैट आर द डेडिकेटेड एग्रीटेक इंक्यूबेटर्स जो इस स्टार्टअप की टेक्नोलॉजीज को उस गांव तक पहुंचाएंगे.
Thank you for all the suggestions, and I also request that you can put it in writing so that we will have all the suggestions. So we have all the experts from here, from our चौहान साहब से लेके इधर सारा एक्सपर्ट बैठे. If you want in between आपको बीच में बोलना है तो you can बोल सकते हैं so that they will get your views.
इसमें सर एक पॉइंट और आता है CSR एक्टिविटी का. That could also be incorporated for the welfare and
some of the things which are like say providing the one solution to all the farmers or fixed say some solutions which you are saying, like which involves law, like we cannot dictate the business people that we have to produce procure so much from one like farmer producer organization or like so some of the things are very which needs law, then we have to send it to them, and it is very difficult to implement. Yes. Because agriculture is even a small things, it is very difficult to implement in the market. So we can see how the technology can provide solution either at the production stage or at the processing stage, and then taking to the consumer how we can bridge that gap, and how the most of the consumer money is going to the farmers, not like lot of people in between involved, they take more money, and the farmer who is spending the entire time in the field, he is getting only little share of the produce. And even though consumer pays huge amount, we have to see how we can use the technology to address this issue, and how we can produce more from the less for the more.
So one thing more, that these incubators should have every incubator should get connected to them with the government grants also, like Spurti grant that is open for FPOs, but they really don't know that that grant is open for them. And there I don't think so that there will be more nominations in that grant, and that is a big grant of 500 lakh rupees. Okay, so that should be a thing that should be considered in this, and yes, that is all from my side. Thank you.
Actually, for your information, FPI has got international investments. Your incubators can be given by the lots of venture capitalists are there.
Yeah, venture capitalists.
They can fund you agritech and all. Actually, you should come out with that. So you should shortlist which are agritechs and all. Every year there is a shows in US and Europe where you can submit to them. And if your idea is there, up to $2 million to $3 million, they can fund your incubator also.
For supporting these type of strategies.
I should give the data.
Sure.
It's called Sustainable Development Agritech is there as part of the climate change and net zero, net zero.
Yeah.
Net zero funding they are given.
Anyone else?
Anand ji.
Sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would request Madam Lily Prasad, Chief Technology Officer from Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I think you can use this.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, AICRA, for inviting us to speak in such sessions. काफी देश में मैं सुन रही थी एग्रीकल्चर, फूड, बिजनेस, टेक्नोलॉजी की बात हो रही थी और जहाँ एग्रीकल्चर और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग होती है वहाँ कहीं ना कहीं फूड की बात होती है. And finally, the output is used in food, and wherever there is food, we talk about security. So I basically belong to this AI, and I'm talking about the technology aspects and how we promote the MSPs and other business organizations to participate in this field. So FSSAI is mainly a regulator. हम standards बनाते हैं, हम policy बनाते हैं government के लिए. How the quality of food can be maintained. And in this aspect, we are talking about technology which helps the FBOs, meaning the food business operators, to get the licenses or registrations for operating in the food domain. तो हमने कई सारी कैटेगरीज बनाई हुई हैं जिसमें कि आप अपने लाइसेंस दे सकते हैं. लाइसेंस हो सकता है या रजिस्ट्रेशन हो सकता है डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर कैपेबिलिटी. एज सच एमएससी का कुछ नहीं है, पर हाँ हमने इसमें सेग्रीगेट किया हुआ है कि अगर आपका 12 लाख से कम की कैपेसिटी है तो आप स्टेट लेवल की लाइसेंस दे सकते हैं और उससे ज़्यादा है तो आप सेंट्रल लेवल की लाइसेंस दे सकते हैं. इसमें एक प्रोविजन है कि आप कभी भी स्टेट से सेंटर और सेंटर से स्टेट लाइसेंस पे आप जा सकते हैं जैसे जैसे आपकी कैपेसिटी बढ़ती है या घटती है. दूसरी चीज़ हमने कैटेगराइजेशन बड़े केयरफुली किया है. जहाँ भी आपका लाइसेंस एक्सपायर करता है, रिन्यूअल है, मॉडिफिकेशन है, जैसे ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन इज देयर, आपके प्रेजेंस की जरूरत नहीं है, फिजिकल प्रेजेंस. एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन. We ask you not to reach us. Everything that we discuss, any query, if any query is there, it can be responded over the Twitter. Time to time हम policies के ऊपर compendiums निकालते रहते हैं, जो भी regulations आती रहती है. दूसरी चीज़ है कि आप as a FSC you can associate as trainers. हमारा फॉस्टैग एक काफी बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे आप एफबीओस को ट्रेन कर सकते हैं, अवेयर कर सकते हैं, कैसे वो अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ा सकते हैं. इसके बारे में ऑलरेडी ये प्लेटफॉर्म है. तीसरी चीज़ है फूड सेफ्टी मित्रा. आप एक फूड सेफ्टी मित्रा बन सकते हैं और एफबीओस को रजिस्टर करने में आसानी को प्रदान कर सकते हैं. उसकी एक एग्जाम होता है, जो फीस है दैट इज आल्सो ऑनलाइन. सो कुछ साथ जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए नहीं ज़्यादा रेगुलेशंस के लिए, बट मैंने जॉइन आई फेल्ट दैट देयर शुड बी ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस. और जो भी एफपीओ आते हैं वो हो सकता है कि बहुत एडवांस एजुकेशन से आते हैं और कुछ हो सकता है जो अपनी पिछली हुई जगहों से आते हैं. So we are working on translation and we want the voters to be multilingual, and very soon you will see we are working towards Hindi, and a span of 2 months, we will have full possible licensing voters on Hindi, but we are working on other languages also, so that you can discuss or you can read the materials on your native language. Third leg of FSSAI is lab management system. We are working on LIMS, Laboratory Information Management System. हमेशा ये बात होती है कि सैंपल्स जो जाते हैं और उनकी रिपोर्ट आती है ऑटोमेटेड है या नहीं है. So we are working with labs so that automated reports can reach FSSAI and there is no manual intervention in the manipulation as such. चौथी चीज़ है कि जब आप बिजनेस करते हैं आप देखना चाहते हैं कि आप कहाँ पे एक्सपैंड करते हैं, और इसलिए we are creating an integrated dashboard. As an FBO you will have a dashboard and you can see आपके जैसे कितने लोग हैं, आपसे ऊपर कितने हैं, आपसे नीचे कितने हैं, और आप अपने आप को फिर उसी तरह से बढ़ावा दे सकते हैं. और लास्ट एक एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है जो ब्लॉकचेन और टेक्नोलॉजी पे काफी सारी बातें हो रही है, ब्लॉकचेन की बात हो रही है, तो वी आर आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन द रेगुलेशंस फॉर ट्रेसेबिलिटी and LIMS is one step in that, but we are particularly working on traceability so that the samples which are collected we can trace to the last point that how it has been handled, even for food for that matter. So these are a few things which we thought that I could straightforward tell you, and not from the policy background of course, but from the technology aspect I can assure that if you visit the portal, you will not face any issue in the licensing platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. I will request to say a few lines from Mr. Dinesh Tripathi, General Manager, Food Corporation of India.
Good afternoon to all of you, respected panel members and the audience. See, we are dealing Food Corporation of India, you all know. For the startup, we have nothing to say.
Logistics company.
Because see the Food Corporation of India, it deals in the scale in millions tons. See, for our approach and functioning, you appreciate any organization or any person either in their presence or in their absence. Now you have the COVID period, everything was closed, no transportation, no one was moving anywhere, no movement, nothing. But have you heard that people have died because of hunger? Have you heard that the farmers have died because their produce were not given remuneration? Just imagine the way we had worked, the scale we had worked, that you can imagine how we had worked. Everyone has survived where we were working at the back end, at the front. Now the mass scale we are working, as we say, the innovation and the necessity. Necessity is the mother of innovation. Therein where it becomes that the startup can come for the smaller issues. We are all been speaking about production, increasing the productivity, changing the varieties. But for all these, what we require, after production, what do you do? Marketing. For marketing, you need to store the product. After storage, for marketing, you need to distribute the product. So, during our experience in the COVID period, we had suffered certain things. Our officers had died on the spot doing all the activities en masse, many of our officers. Salute to them because of their functioning, all of our farmers were able to sustain, we people were able to sustain because food is something, the lack of which we cannot live. You can live without any other thing, but food if is not there, the problem is gone. Now, as I was speaking that during our exercise in the COVID, we were suffering because of the storage and transportation was the difference between the point of storage and the point of distribution. I have a storage point, major storage points at a high level. I am having of lakhs of tons at a place, but I need to distribute 35 kg or 5 kg of a grain to a person. Suppose here we are sitting, we do have any storage points here. What are the storage points for distribution of food or anything? Pulses and all these things will depend. So there is a person that we need to have a small, as in the panel also written, we need to have a small storage point near the producer. In that the technology can be adopted. In the past, in our history, we have seen that we have small storage points in each of the villages. You can go to 1970s. 1700s we had in Bihar, someone has heard of it, or in Gujarat or in southern say houses where this food can was being stored, so they can utilize it during the emergency period. So here in the startup can have for small storage points. Now as they developing these specialized storage structures that is called silos. These silos for where we can store the food grain for 3 to 4 years. Normally in conventional godams when we are storing we have to use chemicals for preservation and all those. And now we are reducing that. So for the purpose of storage at the large scale we are developing this silo. But we need a smaller unit in the farm places. For that, as per the Prime Minister's speech in the budget and Independence Day, he has announced that we should be developing at each block level. Therein the startups can come, wherein they can develop this smaller unit and special mechanized so that it can have a facility, produce, store and utilize it in the farm field.
I told you about the drones. Drone is very
That can be used. Similarly, in the distribution, now there is a technology we are using. Earlier, when we were going to the bank for any money, you have to go to the bank branch, and there is a functioning of a bank. Now we have the ATM. Now, similarly, there are technologies for development of small grain ATMs. So now you can adopt it for that also. The startup for the developing small ATM. We have the Aadhaar based unit. You just punch in your Aadhaar, all the database will be there. Whatever you want, make the payment, you get it. So integrating the banking and distribution and Aadhaar, that can be one of the issues for the start. Though we are not directly dealing with this, because our scale of working is different. But for the point of view of the grain and from the FCI side, that will be helpful for us also, so that we are able to deliver during the emergencies also. If there is a certain provision that we are having small storage, mechanized silos in the villages or revenue level or block level or panchayat level, then you need 1 metric ton or 2 metric ton silos, small domes, that can be used. And then you have a distribution in the villages or in the small places. Every FPO are not in food grain production area, there is a distribution unit or PDS system which is the state government. There you can have a ATM like a machine which is installed there, you are able to bring. Therein there will be AI based and your technology can be used. Thank you.
आपने जो इनपुट पॉइंट रेज किया है इस पे एक हमारे मेंटी हैं रामदास सर्विसेज जो पूसा कृषि में इंक्यूबेटेड भी हैं, उन्होंने इस पे सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट का पूरा एक टेक्नोलॉजी भी डेवलप की है और साथ में लिंकेज ग्राम पंचायत के लेवल पर अलग अलग पूरा कंप्लीट सेटअप है। मैं चाहूँगा कि अविनाश जी उसको रिप्रेजेंट करें, प्लीज सोल्यूशन बताएं आप।
हेलो सर, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून। मैं अविनाश शुक्ला, रामदास सर्विसेज हमारी कंपनी का नाम है और हम पूषा कृषि ICR में इंक्यूबेटिव भी है। जैसे सर ने भी बताया कि वहाँ पे 2 प्रोग्राम है, तो हम राइस प्रोग्राम में एज ए इंक्यूबेटिव भी है और अभी हमने सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट के लिए कंप्लीट डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया हुआ है। ये बेसिकली हमारा जो फार्मर्स के लिए बेसिकली हम 2-वे सॉल्यूशंस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं अपने इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से। 2-वे प्लेटफॉर्म का मतलब कि एग्री इनपुट जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, जैसे यहाँ पे बहुत सारे इन्वेंटर्स बैठे हुए नए इनोवेशंस कर रहे हैं, प्रोडक्ट डेवलप कर रहे हैं, वो इनोवेशंस ग्राउंड तक कैसे पहुंचे, उसके लिए हम कंप्लीट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल बिल्डअप कर रहे हैं ग्रामीण गांव तक। और उसके बाद जो गांव का जो प्रोड्यूस है, जो फार्मर प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, उसको हम घर तक कैसे पहुंचाएं, उसके लिए भी हमने प्लेटफॉर्म डेवलप किया हुआ है। इसके लिए हमारा रामराज लॉजिस्टिक्स है, रामराज कनेक्ट है और रामराज सेलर का प्लेटफॉर्म है, जिसमें कि मल्टीपल जो स्टेक होल्डर, जो सेलर्स, जो मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं, होलसेलर्स हैं और अदर जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, वो हमारे सेलर्स प्लेटफॉर्म पे हमें ऑनबोर्ड करते हैं और डायरेक्टली अपने प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से जो हमारे फार्मर्स हैं ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में, हम उन तक उनकी प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज को पहुंचा रहे हैं। उसके लिए क्योंकि फार्मर्स को नहीं पता है कि क्या क्या नए इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, क्या क्या नए टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, और ये जो काम हम कर रहे हैं सिर्फ डिजिटली नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम इस काम को कर रहे हैं फिजिकली, मतलब डिजिटली आल इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से हम पहुंचा रहे हैं, और साथ में फिजिकल नेटवर्क हर एक जगह पे हमने रखा है। मतलब कि ग्राम पंचायत लेवल पे हमारा एक फिजिकल आउटलेट भी है जो कि डिजिटल भी है ना, और डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे हमारा वेयर हाउस है, मतलब जो फिजिकल और डिजिटल दोनों है। और उसके बाद मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यानी कि आप लोग आल इनोवेटर जो नए नए इनोवेशन नए नए प्रोडक्ट कर रहे हैं, और यहाँ पे सामान और प्रोडक्ट की जो डिलीवरी का काम है वो हमारा लॉजिस्टिक सक्सेसफुली से कर रहा है। तो इस सिमिलरली हमने कलेक्शन सेंटर बिल्डअप किया हुआ है ग्राम पंचायत लेवल पे। वहां से हम फार्मर से डायरेक्टली जो रेट रहता है प्लेटफॉर्म पे उन्हें सारा चीज लिखते हैं, वहां को अपना से दे देते हैं, और हमारा वहां पे जो भी कलेक्शन सेंटर उनको उसका जो भी पैसा रहता है वो आसानी से मिल जाता है। तो अभी से हमने यूपी के कुछ डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हमने इम्प्लीमेंट किया, चूंकि फर्स्ट फेज में हम इसे अभी कुछ डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हमने अप्लाई किया हुआ है, और अब इसे हम तेजी से यूपी के लगभग सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में और कुछ स्टेट में और इसे एक्सपेंड करने जा रहे हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू।
वैसे तो मुझे उधर बैठ के बात करनी चाहिए, तो मैं उधर ही बैठ तो मुझे उधर से ही बात करना। हम लोग जो देख रहे हैं कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में टेक्नोलॉजी का एक बड़ा वास्ता है कि किसानों के डेवलपमेंट में और जो उत्पादन बढ़ा उसमें गलतियाँ भी कहीं हुई है। जैसे कि टेक्नोलॉजी का फायदा हुआ में ट्रैक्टर आए, मशीनरी आई, एग्रीकल्चर लेवल हुआ, इरिगेशन हुआ, तो बहुत फायदा हुआ, पर ये नहीं हुआ कि सारा हमने केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर में ही सारा डेवलपमेंट कर दिया हो, ऐसा नहीं। उसके बहुत से इफेक्ट केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर में आए हैं। अभी विषय उठता है कि इस समय में हम क्या करें, जब हम ये देख रहे हैं पिछले 50 सालों में हमने जो उत्पादन दिया वो खाने योग्य नहीं रहा। हमारे इधर भी सरकार भी बैठे हैं, जिम्मेदारी बड़ी जिम्मेदारी दी गई है कि जैविक खेती करवाने के केस में, और साथ में हमारे आईसीआर के जो डायरेक्टर यहाँ हैं, क्योंकि मैं सभी को पीछे आया कि आईसीआर की बॉडी में अच्छे है कि कब मैं करूँ मैं आप जानते हो, और हरियाणा किसान आयोग में भी हैं, तो वहाँ भी सलाह देते रहते हैं। तो इसमें टेक्नोलॉजी आईसीआर की साथ में आप भी हैं, तो क्या करें ऐसे विषय होता है कि अब क्या करना है, कैसे हम आगे बढ़ें। अब इसके 2-3 तरीके हैं, जैसे कि अब मुझे ज़्यादा अंदर सा अभी मैं जब इस समाज से बात कर रहा था फोन में, मुझे थोड़ा सा समझ में 2 चीज़ नहीं आ रही। जैविक खेती और प्राकृतिक खेती का अंतर मेरे समझ में आज तक दिमाग में बैठा। मैं कोशिश करी जानने की, पर मैं पूरा नहीं जान पाया कि जैविक खेती क्या है, प्राकृतिक खेती क्या है। मुझे लगता है कि पहले हमें जाना चाहिए नो रेड्यूस एग्रीकल्चर, जिसमें रेड्यूस ना हो, जिसमें जो आदमी खाए उसको ज़्यादा नुकसान ना हो। तो यदि हम इस खेती कर रहे हैं, इंडिया में 100% वैसी ही खेती होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हम किसी को नुकसान पहुँचाने के लिए खेती नहीं कर रहे हैं ना। हमें तो स्वास्थ्य के लोगों को स्वास्थ्य के लिए अच्छा आनंद ले इसलिए खेती कर रहे हैं। तो ऐसा कुछ प्रयास हम अपने इंस्टीट्यूट का ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ आप कर रहे हैं, और एफएसएसआई का भी मैं तो लगता हूँ कि एफएसएसआई ऐसे नियम बनाना चाहिए कि लोग ना आए उसमें। और अभी हमारे एफसीआई के अधिकारी बैठे हैं, एफसीआई में क्या कि किसान ने गेहूँ बोया, क्या डालना है कुछ पता नहीं, कितना डाल दिया, कितना जहर डाल दिया, कितना फर्टिलाइजर, ऐसा कुछ गेहूँ का सप्लाई नहीं होते हैं, स्टार्टअप होते हैं, और सबसे ज़्यादा जो है सप्लाई से आते हैं, केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर से इतना नहीं आते। उसके बाद में टोली भरी खेत से वो उधर दिया, अल्लाह सिल्ला गिल्ला कैसा भी हो, बोलिया भरी एफसीआई पहुँचा दिया। ये तरीका मुझे लगता है कुछ ऐसा तरीका लगता है, मुझे तो लगता है किसानों में तो फायदा है, अरे किसानों को बचत नहीं हो गई। इससे जो हम खेती कर रहे हैं ना किसान कमा रहा है, ना सरकार को भी बहुत पैसे खर्च कर रही है। इसका कोई दूसरा हल हम कैसे निकाल सकते हैं, इस विषय में हमें सोचना है। मुझे लगता है एक हल ये भी हो सकता है कि हम फर्टिलाइजर की सब्सिडी जो डायरेक्ट दे रहे हैं हमने वो बंद कर दें, और किसान को कहे कि आप जैविक खेती करिए, कोई रेड्यूस ना आए, ऐसी खेती करिए, हम प्रति एकड़ आपको इतना पैसा देंगे, उसमें आप अपना गाय के गोबर यूज कीजिए, आपको दाल कीजिए, कैसे खाद बनाइए, कैसे एक इंसेंटिव तो भी दे रहे हैं ना। सरकार जब एफसीआई खरीद रही है उसको भी हज़ारों रुपये खर्च कर रही है, बहुत खर्च कर रही है सरकार, किसान को कोई फायदा नहीं होगा। किसान को साथ में किसान को फायदा तो सरकार के लिए, दूसरा जो हम उसको कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं इसको उत्पादन को हमको बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान होगा, बीमारी पड़ रहे हैं। इस अवस्था से हमें बचना है, और आप हम सब की जिम्मेदारी है, आईसीआर भी इसमें है, एफएसएसआई इसमें है, और आपकी तो बड़ी जिम्मेदारी इस विषय पर है। दूसरा अभी इसके बाद हम लोग क्या है सरकार ने नया 10,000 करोड़ रुपए का टारगेट लिया है। इसमें एक अंतर मैं पूछना चाहूँगा, को एफपीओ, कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी या प्राइवेट लिमिटेड या कॉर्पोरेट, किसान को अपना माल बेचने के लिए इंडस्ट्री चाहिए ताकि माल बेच पाए। उसमें इंडिविजुअल कैपेसिटी की इंडस्ट्री हो, चाहे कोऑपरेटिव का शुगर मिल हो, चाहे एफपीओ का हो या प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी हो, जितनी कंपनी में जितना प्रोसेस होगा उतना ही ज़्यादा किसान अगर माल डिमांड बढ़ेगी तो उतना ही होगा। तो ये डिमांड का ये है। एफपीओ में अभी तक बात करें फाइनेंस की तरफ चलते हैं। हमने भी एफपीओ बनाया, सरकार के साथ हमें जो नए नियम बनाए उनके साथ चलना होता है। सबको देशवासी करते हुए कि सरकार के साथ चले, तो हमने भी एफपीओ बनाया। एफपीओ बनाने की फाइनेंस की दिक्कत आती है, कुछ चीजें अभी समझ नहीं आ रही। वैसे तो बहुत सारे सुधार अभी जैसे होंगे। पहले क्या था कि बैंक में यदि कोई किसान कोई प्रोसेस इंडस्ट्री छोटी मोटी अपने खेत में या कहीं लगाना चाहे तो पहले नियम थे, लाल गाँव में लाल लोग के बाद बिजली कनेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा, डीआईसी विदाउट ड्रॉ के अंदर रजिस्टर नहीं कराएगा, उसके लिए सेल होना चाहिए, बिजली कनेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा, जीएसटी नंबर नहीं मिलेगा, बहुत सारे थी। तो सरकार ने इन चीज़ों को आहिस्ता आहिस्ता दूर कर रहे हैं। तो इसी तरह से हमें सुधार करना चाहिए। जैसे अभी फाइनेंस की बात आती है, प्रत्येक गरीब कोई किसान लोन लेता है और कोई इंडस्ट्री लगाता है तो एग्रीकल्चर जो जमीन है उसको गारंटी से नहीं माना जाता है, क्योंकि किसानों को इतना पैसा मिलता नहीं है। किसान के एक खेती के में 1 करोड़ रुपए लोन लेगा, 2 लाख 2.5 लाख या 10 लाख भी लेगा इंडस्ट्री के लिए। तो आज तक भी बैंक ये नहीं कर पाए हैं कि जो फाइनेंस में एग्रीकल्चर लैंड को गिरवी रख लिया, अभी तक ये कानून नहीं बना, इसे बनाने की जरूरत है। दूसरा भी मैं एफपीओ में नई बात आप सबको बताना चाहूँगा। मैं जो फेस कर रहा हूँ, हमने 6 करोड़ रुपए का प्रोजेक्ट लगाया है, एफपीओ का पैकिंग यूनिट लगाया, इसको प्रोसेसिंग होगा, पैकिंग होगी, एक्सपोर्ट होगा। उसमें 60 लाख रुपए लोन दिया 4 लाख रुपए हरियाणा सरकार ने दिया, 60 लाख लोन दिया, बाकी प्रमोटर अब जाती है उसकी सीसी लिमिट। सरकार ने नियम बना दिया 2 करोड़ रुपए तक का नव संरक्षण पर जाओ, बैंक अप्लाई करो, तुरंत गारंटी 5 मिनट के अंदर हो जाएगी। तो बैंक में जाए, बैंक क्या देखता कितने इसमें मेंबर है, उनकी सिविल कैसी है। अभी एक ऑब्जेक्शन लगाया हमारे में 28 तारीख को पिछले फरवरी में आपके सीसी लिमिट 10 लाख रुपए जो आपने पहले 60,000 रुपए खर्च हो गए थे, इसलिए आपका जो ग्रेड है वो कम हो गया, इसलिए हम आपको सीसी लिमिट नहीं दे सकते। तो सरकार ने 4 करोड़ दिया, 6 करोड़ दिया, वो भी हम बिना सीसी लिमिट के कैसे काम करेगा। तो ऐसे नियम जो सरकार पूरी गारंटी सोल्यूशन दे रही है, तो बैंक को क्या ऑब्जेक्शन हो सकता है, वो सबसे बाहर है। और ये आया कोरोना काल सभी बैंक को सबको दिक्कत आई है। एक बार देश ही बंद हो गया, बाहर जाना बंद हो गया तो नुकसान होंगे, नुकसान नहीं चलेगा तो जरूरी बात है फैक्ट्री नहीं चलेगा, किस्त मिल जाएगी। उन्होंने लोन तो उसका असर ऐसा नहीं है कि 1 साल के अंदर कोरोना का असर जो है खत्म हो गया, सारे सब सुचारू रूप से चल गया। जब कोई चीज बंद हो जाती है, इंटर हो जाती है, तो उसे चलने में कुछ समय लगता है। तो वो भी है। तो ये हमारी जो बैंकिंग फाइनेंस व्यवस्था है, इसमें बहुत बड़े सुधार की जरूरत है। ऐसी मैं यदि हमारी बात तक पहुँच सके तो 2-3 बातें जो उन्होंने कही है पहले अपने देश के लिए, अपने देश के लोगों के स्वास्थ्य के लिए, इन बातों को ध्यान जरूर।
बहुत शुक्रिया जी, इट्स अ वंडरफुल स्पीच। आपने बहुत आपको समझाया। इट्स वेरी good wording from your side. I would like to invite Dr. Ashok Kumar sir, and he will talk about few years.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Ashok Kumar from Chennai, representing First World Community. We are an associate of ICRA, and very happy vibrant discussions going on the agriculture and technology. And technology by itself should reach the farmer and also the poorest of the poor. Otherwise, the technologies doesn't serve the purpose. And you may all agree with me, the farmer is always at the receiving end. And it is an irony that the person produces the food suffers, he is hungry, and he is pushed to the extent of committing suicides. So this is where everybody recognizes a cricketer or a cinema person or a politician. The awards are pouring in for that category. But the farmer is always in the last of our list. So to recognize this, we have a person my good friend, Mr. Dominic, who is the founder of the Krishi Jharkhand, a well-known magazine, world's largest agri-media network, has come out with a very innovative idea of honoring the farmers. And I invite Mr. Dominic to explain what it does mean, how you are going to recognize and honor a farmer.
Thank you. I know we all were discussing many topics. Ultimately, what we want is how much we know. Every agreement we want now, they have to scale up and earn a lot of money. If they do that, they cannot survive. But the fact is that unless the farmer also earn good money, we cannot work any of these things. And farmers are earning money actually. But what is happening, you look at it, two things we can understand. One, agriculture actually facing two issues. What I think. One, we don't have an agri-media. Because whatever you are talking, it is not going out of this world. If we have a strong agri-media like business media, sports media, entertainment media, today whatever you were discussing, it would have been passed everywhere, discussed the evening meetings everywhere. But it is not happening. So that's the reason we tried our level best to bring an agri-media where we are working for the last 27 years. And today I know many of the, especially Kanwasa has come many times to our office to discuss many things. So we are happy. Then what do we understood? We just look at it. Every day when we look at the newspaper, we can say reading news. This concept of honoring the farmer came from my own experience because I come from a small village in Kerala where I look at the neighbor who is a farmer and I want him to be better than him tomorrow. I want to earn more than him. And it is in every farmer family, every children they have a feeling, I should be better than the neighbor. It is a fact. But we have never acknowledged or recognized. We always say farmers are poor, you cannot think more than that. So I thought, why don't we change this concept? So let us don't bring the richest farmer of India. When I talked it, even in my office, everyone opposed. Then I started putting three questions. You know who is the richest businessman in India? You know who is the richest film star sportsman? If I ask you who is the richest advocate, you know. Who is the engineer, you know. Even who is the beggar, we know who is the richest beggar. You know who is the richest Pradhan, who is the MP, everywhere you know. And all of us stand here because of eating what the farmer is producing. And we are not ready to recognize. I know when I say somebody the richest, we are having a discussion for last 20 days. A few members who are sitting here already attended, and Professor Moni and many others are organizing every day 10 20 prominent people to bring out the criteria because it's not an easy task to get the best farmer, the richest farmer. There can be a lot of issues. We know that. But we are trying getting the expert guidelines so how we can, the categories can be voted. Then there are a lot of ideas here. Why not make it most impactful farmer, most progressive farmer, most organic farmer? Very good. This all will be. But I want to ask you one question. Today we are standing here, sitting here, 10 farmers, organic, progressive, impact, and one is richest. After this conference gets over, whom do you go and share the visiting agriculture with 5 delegates? Whom do you do it? Please tell me sincerely, whom do you give the visiting card first?
Richest.
Sure, no? So why don't we bring that identity in farming community? So that whenever there is a meeting, we can identify he is from my group, he is from farming community, and everyone can become an expert. That is the only way. I am sure it may create some problems, no doubt. There will be against arguments will come because when we presented everyone, and today I can tell you everyone is happy, and Dr. Kumar has told Dominic to come and speak. That is because I think he might have seen the importance of this thing when we attended a program. So he said, Dominic, why don't you come and talk? And I'm sure we together can make it. There may be some problem, but within another 2-3 years, we have a district, we have a village, we have a state, everywhere we have one richest farmer. Everywhere we have all the organic, we have food delivered. But we have to identify the richest farmer. So I request and I sure with the support of all these associations, we will be able to make it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Great idea.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dominic. Please.
Now we have a question to the public. Just to understand, shall we go for a break, half an hour lunch, and come back, or we continue and finish talking in 20 minutes?
I think finish.
What's the way? Go for a break or just finish it off, right? So, and we are continuing, finish it off in 20 minutes. Okay. Now we have our, great personality, Mr. Periyal sir. He is, steering committee chairman, and he will be the one talking to us about the visions ahead. Thank you, sir, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's really difficult, and I was saying, to stand between your this conference and your lunch. So, and it's a different feeling altogether for me. I was a part of government, now I'm part of the private entrepreneurship and all. So I'm really having a satisfied impression that all the servers are coming to you, and I am one of them throwing it at you. Just to conclude what today all the discussions were, this thing was happening. A couple of major pain points for the agriculture industry or agriculture sector as per. Sir, are you comfortable sir? मैं हिंदी में भी बोल सकता हूँ? हिंदी में ओके
मिला के बोलेंगे तो अच्छा सबके काम आएगा।
फर्स्ट मैं सर आपकी बात कहना चाहूँगा एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में जो क्रेडिट का जो प्रोसेस होता है सर, there is a big problem and a gap over there. सारे जितने भी हमारे प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लोग जो वर्क कर रहे हैं, they are looking at the creamy sector, urban, commercial loan और सब में कर रहे हैं. But the moment we come to know about the problem of FPOs on agriculture sector, there is a huge problem. The reason is a couple of entrepreneurs also flagged that thing in a different way, in their own way. उन्होंने कहा कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में अभी भी डिजिटाइजेशन, वो डेटा जिसपे हम पुल कर सकें और डिफरेंट बैंक्स और उसको दे सकें. एक फार्मर के पास एक लैंड बैंक होता है, एक एफपीओ इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ फार्मर, उनके पास बहुत बड़ा लैंड बैंक होता है, उनके पास एक स्टॉक भी होता है. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज कि वो डॉक्यूमेंट जो उनकी इंस्टीट्यूशनल लर्निंग है, जिसमें वो कहते हैं कि आपके लोन प्रोसेस करने के लिए मुझे ये डॉक्यूमेंट दीजिए. Those documents are not possible to be processed for a farming sector or a farmer or a FPO. That is point number one. Young lady also pointed out one major area. FPOs और वो पे पूरा business institutionalized farming sector में शुरू हुआ है farmers में, but जो टेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर रहे हैं और दूसरी बातें कर रहे हैं, but somewhere जो मैनेजरियल कैपेबिलिटीज होती है उसके लिए बिल्डिंग में एक कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के बारे में अभी भी कोई भी हमारे पास यूज केसेस नहीं है और कोई गवर्नमेंट को देने के लिए. आई वुड सजेस्ट कि वी शुड यूज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म टू रिकमेंड कि हाउ द कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, मैनेजरियल कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, कमर्शियल कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, बिजनेस कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के लिए भी हमें एक सेपरेट वर्टिकल हमें एडवोकेसी शुरू करना पड़ेगा. सम जेंटलमैन उन्होंने वो किया था टेक्नोलॉजी रिपोर्ट्स और उसमें इंजीनियर ही वाज वेरी एम्फैटिकली पुशिंग थिंग्स की one is a big problem about data, but couple of other people also. हमारे इंपोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट पॉलिसी में भी हमें कई सारे उसमें बड़े गैप्स दिखते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ड्रोन एंड अदर टेक्नोलॉजीज की हम बात कर रहे हैं, बट द मोमेंट उसमें लगने वाले कंपोनेंट्स की बात आती है, इंडिया में अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी राइट नाउ वो कैपेबिलिटी अभी डेवलप नहीं हो पाई है जहाँ पे हम मैन्युफैक्चर कर सके, स्पेशली द सेमीकंडक्टर. हमारे पास सेमीकंडक्टर चिप्स का भी बहुत बड़ा शॉर्टेज आता है, प्लस उसमें जो उसके गायरोस्कोपिक कंट्रोल्स और उसको स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए जो मिनिएचर जो मैकेनिकल चिप्स होते हैं जैसे कार या उसमें लगते हैं, उनका भी बहुत बड़ा शॉर्टेज है. सो इनोवेटिव डिजाइनिंग एंड ऑल उसमें देयर इज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम और वहाँ पर एक बहुत बड़ा गैप जहाँ पे many of the industries or investors they would like to come on board or to करना चाहें. Sir, you had a fantastic you touched upon two major main points. So usually I would like to do my limited learning as a part of on the other side of the table, which I would like to do. Sir, government has tons of data. बट समवेयर गवर्नमेंट की प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में भी, जैसे यदि हम माइक्रो वाटरशेड की बात करते हैं, वहां पर ये हो जाता है कि माइक्रो वाटरशेड में एक सोशल एस्पेक्ट आ जाता है, बट देयर इज अ ह्यूज एरिया जो बेसिकली डिग्रेड हो रहा है. आप यदि पंजाब के कुछ पार्ट्स में देख लीजिए, आपका बुंदेलखंड, बघेलखंड, पार्ट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु, one gentleman was there from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu में भी if you see the spatial imagery, आप उसका analysis करेंगे, you will find unfortunately ऐसे village जो purely tribal village थे, उसके आसपास जम के deforestation हुआ है. Their entire topsoil is now eroded. उनके पूरे water bodies हो चुके हैं. And worst is they have also fallen below the radar of government. The reason is कि they don't have volume to speak out for themselves. They are faceless. They are another major problem. जो as a part of entrepreneurship we have started recognizing globally. Other countries they are approaching us and they are asking for this thing की deforestation, then जो degraded lands हैं, non-arable lands हैं, उनका identification और उनको commercially एक्टिवेट करने के लिए इंडिया में अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी भी पॉलिसी नहीं है. देयर इज अनदर मेजर एरिया व्हिच इज राइट नाउ नोबडी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट इज एग्जॉस्टेड माइंस. देयर आर ह्यूज चंक ऑफ एग्जॉस्टेड माइंस आर देयर ऑल अक्रॉस एंड दे आर आइसोलेटेड. इफ यू गो टू एनी माइनिंग एरिया देयर आर ह्यूज लैंड जिनको लोगों ने एक्सप्लॉइट तो कर लिया, एंटायर साइड को उन्होंने अपसाइड डाउन कर दिया है, पूरा ग्रीन कवर कट कर दिया है. वी हैव दोस टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर्चुनेटली जहां पे वी कैन इन्वॉल्व इंस्टीट्यूशनल लाइक योर्स जो इनमें बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं एंड देन वी हैव टू इन्वॉल्व द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एज वेल एज दो स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम. उनको एक्टिवेट यदि हम कर सकें इट विल बी अ बूस्ट. बट प्रॉब्लम अगेन वहां पर है कि this will involve digitization when we say, तो land records department आ जाता है. land record department में भी again standards का problem है. साउथ में standards अलग हैं, नॉर्थ में standards अलग हैं. वहाँ पे non scale सेटअप हुआ है, proper digitization नहीं हुआ है. One young gentleman he talked about entire how to evacuate and connectivity के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. वहाँ पर भी ये इशू है अगेन रोड एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट मिनिस्ट्री से, जो डिजिटाइज रोडवेज का है, जो अपग्रेड्स हो रहे हैं उनका इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत जल्दी आता नहीं है. सो इफ वी सम एफपीओस दे आर prompted कि okay you go for floriculture, this is your evacuation plan, this is the buffer, यहाँ से आप और दूसरे उनको इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं, this is how the cold chain can move. वहाँ पे अगेन हमें प्रॉब्लम आता है कि हमें ये पता नहीं चल पाता है कि विचार फेयर वेदर रोड है, कौन से ऐसे रोड हैं जो उसमें बीच में कहीं पर रेनी सीजन में कट हो सकता है. ऐसे कई सारे प्रॉब्लम आ सकते हैं. Of course, I am talking about interest and farmers को जब तक कि हम यदि enable नहीं करेंगे, any business problem, sir, you are from farming, you are working at the grassroots level, we know for sure any business model जहाँ पे farmer से यदि business viability को सेट करने के लिए उससे कुछ पैसे लेने की बात होती है, वो नहीं चल पाते हैं because farming sector average land holding उनका annual जो income है वो इतना stressed है. I am from Chhattisgarh. I know Chhattisgarh में average land holding has fallen below 2.5 acres. कई सारे वहाँ पे, और उसमें भी ये होता है marginal and small farmers का segment बहुत बड़ा है, it is more than 40%. कई सारे landless farmers भी बन गए हैं जिनका पास उनका land था but because of some distress and all उन्होंने sell कर दिया है, और उनको अब ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि वो they don't have any other skill. उनको वो फार्मिंग ही आता है, सो हाउ दे कैन बी रिहैबिलिटेटेड, वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा सेक्टर है। टेक्नोलॉजी एंड सच प्लेटफॉर्म, वी शुड बी द वोकल प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर हेल्पिंग एंड सस्टेनिंग this agriculture. I know when you are so close to lunch, we can survive with anything and everything, but without food, this entire earth is not going to survive. And unfortunately, हम इंडिया में we have the best of the fertile soil. हमने इतना पूरे वर्ल्ड में हम एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, we are food positive हैं, but we should not take it for granted. This sector needs lot and lot of care and courtesy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Imperial, for the wonderful speech. Really respects time very much. So, excuse me, excuse me, ask for the minor.
Excuse me, sir.
One last question.
I want to speak for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I also want to say something.
Yes. I'm your
नहीं मैम,
मैं सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहती हूँ कि we're talking about farmers को aware करने के लिए, उनको help करने के लिए, उनको empower करने के लिए हम इतनी सारी बातें कर रहे हैं। I think एक learning management system या KMS की कमी है, क्योंकि इंडिया में हम सब इतना ज़्यादा गूगल यूज़ करते हैं कि हम भूल जाते हैं कि कौन सा authentic information है और कौन सा अनऑथेंटिक। तो देयर इज आई थिंक एक बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है कि एक ऑथेंटिक इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम बनाने की, जहाँ पे फार्मर्स बड़े इंफॉर्मेशन को जहाँ पे वो कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन सर्च कर सके और वो एक ऑथेंटिक तरीके से बताया जा सके कि वो फार्मिंग रिलेटेड है, एग्रीकल्चर रिलेटेड है, पेस्टिसाइड रिलेटेड है, प्रोसेस रिलेटेड है, मैन्यूअल रिलेटेड है, ऑर्गेनिक है, जैविक है, फोर्टिफिकेशन है, वो उसके बारे में उनको एक जगह पे कोलेक्ट करके इंफॉर्मेशन दिया जाए ताकि वो एम्पावर हो सके। थैंक यू सो मच।
इसमें one small suggestion: create a calendar, farmer calendar, crop calendar. Every 3 months we have calendar, weekend, but no, farmers are not getting that.
सर मेरा नाम अपूप सिंह है। बेसिकली मैं इरादा फाउंडेशन करके एक संस्था है जो कि उत्तर प्रदेश, उड़ीसा, कर्नाटक और जो है महाराष्ट्र में एफपीओस के साथ काम कर रही है और करंटली 1000 एफपीओ महाराष्ट्र में, 1200 एफपीओ यूपी में और 503 अदर स्टेट्स में है। यहाँ पे अभी एफपीओ की बात हो रही थी, हमने मार्केटिंग की बात कर ली, हमने उनको फाइनेंस की बात कर ली, लेकिन इस समय एफपीओ के सामने जो सबसे बड़ा इशू है उनके आरओसी कंप्लायंस, उसकी बात किसी ने नहीं की। अभी अगर यूपी में छोटा सा डिस्ट्रिक्ट है सुल्तानपुर, वहां पे 84 एफपीओस बने हुए हैं जिसमें 73 के ऊपर 1.5 लाख रुपए से लेके 2,80,000 तक की पेनल्टी है। बेसिकली उसमें हम लोग भी अभी क्या कर रहे हैं कि इनको सबसे पहले कंप्लायंस किस तरीके से होता है, उसमें रामदास सर्विसेज और एक हम लोग ऐप भी लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं। डॉक्टर ए.के. सिंह सर से बात भी हुई है इसमें कि सबसे पहले उनको कंप्लायंस से मजबूत किया जाए, उसके बाद उनको मार्केटिंग में उतारा जाए। इसी में दूसरा काम हम आपकी तरफ से भी चाहते हैं और हम खुद प्रयास भी कर रहे हैं, जैसे जो बीएससी एजी लड़के अभी पढ़ाई करके निकल रहे हैं, हमने कुछ एफपीओ सेलेक्ट कर लिए, जैसे लखनऊ में इरादा फार्मर्स प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी है, उसके पास 500 हेक्टेयर पॉन्ड्स है। तो जो भी फार्मर चाहता है कि वो वहां पे पॉन्ड फिश की ट्रेनिंग करना चाहता है वो आके करे। उसी तरीके से कुशीनगर में बनाना एफपीओ है, आपको बनाना का टिश्यू कल्चर सीखना है, आप एफपीओ के पास जाओ, उसकी अर्निंग भी होगी और आप कुछ सीख के वहां से निकलोगे तो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर डेवलप होगा। हमारी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट ये है सर कि सबसे पहले जो हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, क्योंकि एफपीओ इतनी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है, उसको उसमें इन्वॉल्व किया जाए। और दूसरा, जितने भी ये एग्री स्टार्टअप्स हैं इनको एफपीओस की तरफ फोकस किया जाए, क्योंकि इनको भी बिजनेस चाहिए और वो भी कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटी खोज रहे हैं। तो यही मैं कहना चाहता हूं।
वेरी गुड सजेशन। अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट का इंटर्नशिप करवाते हैं, डेफिनेटली ये सिस्टम में इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं। आपको एक नोट दे दीजिए, मैं डीडीजे एजुकेशन से बात करता हूँ, सारा यूनिवर्सिटी से कनेक्ट करेंगे, डेफिनेटली स्टूडेंट्स विल गेट इट।
लास्ट क्वेश्चन।
जी, मैं
राहुल शर्मा। मैं एक छोटा सा उदाहरण यहाँ देना चाहता हूँ। जब बात यहाँ हुई किसानों के प्रोड्यूस की और उनकी मार्केटिंग की, तो हमारे हम एक स्टार्टअप हैं, एक कंपनी के साथ जुड़े हुए, और उसका नाम है सेलिब्रेटिंग फार्मर एज इंटरनेशनल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। सब लोग चीनी खाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन गन्ना किसान की किसी को परवाह नहीं है। तो हम लोग गन्ना किसान के साथ काम कर रहे हैं पिछले 3 सालों से, और जो टेक्नोलॉजी हम कहते हैं आज बड़ी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूशंस में है या शहरों में है, वो जब तक किसान के हाथ में नहीं जाएगी और किसान का हाथ सशक्त नहीं होगा, तब तक किसान का भला नहीं हो सकता। तो हम लोग एक कोलैबोरेटिव अफेयर चलाते हैं जिसमें हम फंड्स रेज करते हैं, और हमने एक किसान को भेजा था इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ पैकेजिंग में 1 साल का कोर्स करने के लिए, ताकि वो पैकेजिंग में एक्सपर्ट बने। एक किसान को हमने 3 महीने के लिए भेजा था हमारे अपने कोलैबोरेशन करके 60,000 रुपये देकर। अब किसान ने जब ट्रेनिंग की है तो वेबिनार के माध्यम से वो दूसरे गन्ना किसानों को वो ट्रेनिंग दे रहा है, ऐसा एफर्ट हम कर रहे हैं। उसके साथ साथ हम बहुत सारी जो एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं उनसे इंक्यूबेटेड भी हैं। हम गन्ना किसान को ये सिखाते हैं या बता रहे हैं कि गन्ने का रस निकाल करके आप उस रस से चटनी बना सकते हैं। अभी 2 मिनट पहले मैंने भाई साहब को बताया कि गन्ना किसान के द्वारा बनी हुई गन्ने की चटनी आज दूसरे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर लिस्ट हुई है और वहाँ बिक रही है। तो वो अपने गन्ने के रस से गन्ने की चटनी बनाए, गन्ना इमली चटनी बनाए, जो बन रही है पूरे हिंदुस्तान के अलग अलग राज्यों में, और ग्रामीण परिवेश से लेकर के 5 सितारा होटल तक उसे पसंद किया गया है। हमने बहुत सारे वीडियोस बनाए हैं, हम पूरे हिंदुस्तान में घूम के काम कर रहे हैं। उसके साथ ही गन्ने के रस से, ताजा रस से चुस्की, जैसे आइसक्रीम आप कहते हैं चुस्की, वो चुस्की बना करके पूरे हिंदुस्तान के बहुत सारे भाग में बेची जा रही है। और हम कंपनी ये चाहती है कि आने वाले 10-15 सालों में हम 1 लाख FIG बनाएं। अभी हमारे पास 10-15 FIG है, फार्मर इंटरेस्ट ग्रुप। 10 गन्ना किसान जब मिलते हैं और हर गन्ना किसान के पास 1 एकड़ जमीन होती है तो 1 FIG बनती है। उसका प्रोसेस हमारा आहिस्ते ये है कि उसको हम ऑर्गेनिक कराएं। उद्देश्य ये है कि गन्ना किसान अपने गन्ने के रस से बने हुए बाकी उत्पाद, जैसे आइसक्रीम भी बन रही है, ऑयस्टर मशरूम पैदा हो रहा है उसके बगास का, वो इतना पैसा कमाए कि बाकी प्रोड्यूस जो वो करता है वो प्रोड्यूस सस्ता हो। क्योंकि जब हम पेट्रोल पंप पर जाते हैं तो कार भरने वाले के लिए तो सब कुछ चिंता है, लेकिन जो फील कर रहा है, जो फीलर है, उसकी कोई नहीं सोचता। तो हमारी कोशिश ये है कि आने वाले वर्षों में गन्ना किसान अपने गन्ने के उत्पादों से इतना एक्स्ट्रा पैसा कमाए कि वो जो दूसरा उत्पाद कर रहा है, जैसे दलहन है या तिलहन है या अनाज पैदा कर रहा है, वो लोगों की जरूरतों के हिसाब से इतना सस्ता हो कि हर आदमी उसे अफोर्ड कर सके। तो ये एक हमारा सेलिब्रेटिंग फार्मर का एक वो है जो हम पिछले 3 साल से कर रहे हैं, और हमें बहुत सक्सेस मिल रही है। और आपको ये बताते हुए मुझे हर्ष हो रहा है कि छोटे-छोटे से गाँव में भी कुछ किसान ऐसे हैं जो गन्ने की चटनी बना करके 20,000 रुपए की हर महीने बेच पा रहे हैं, और 20,000 रुपए की आमदनी।
First of all, really wonderful point highlighted by different people, and appreciate. बहुत शुक्रिया जी। इतना तो देखो आगे बढ़ने के लिए एक टीम बन के जाने का पड़ेगा, क्योंकि डिफरेंट ओपिनियन होता है, डिफरेंट व्यूज होता है, लेकिन फिर भी हमको ये बोलना है कि सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम, हमने अभी तो LMS के बारे में बात किया, सबसे बड़ी चीज है कि ये फार्मर को कैसा फायदा ज्यादा दे सकता है, ये सबसे बड़ी चीज। लेकिन उसको फायदा मिलेगा तो भी कंज्यूमर को भी मिलेगा, कंट्री को मिलेगा, वर्ल्ड को मिलेगा। ये सिस्टम आ जाएगी टेक्नोलॉजी उसके लिए ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट है, क्योंकि मानव की तरह वो इसके बिना कुछ नहीं चलता। इसलिए बोला जहर और पॉइजन लेके ज्यादा उत्पादन बढ़ा सकता है, लेकिन वो तो मेरी सस्टेनेबल नहीं होता है। सस्टेनेबल का मतलब है कि इकोनॉमिक चाहिए, एनवायरमेंटल चाहिए एंड सोशल भी चाहिए। ये तीनों मिलके आगे बढ़ना है, तो सब मिलकर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अभी तो ये स्मॉल ये भूमिका है।